Okay, so welcome everybody. We're picking up with part 2 of the stream for our passive aggressive conquest game. As a quick refresher on what happened in part 1, we had to spend about an hour re-rolling different starts because of bizarre AI behavior. The whole idea was that the AIs wouldn't found a starting religion, but they kept founding the religions over and over again. Still didn't manage to get that right, but we did get a start that was pretty playable. And I'm going to need a second to look at the map. So we'll do a quick refresher here because it's been a week since I've played this. You might be watching the next video on the YouTube playlist, but in real world time right now, it's been a week, so I've got to refresh my memory of where we were. We built the pyramids at the end of the last session and flipped into representation. So that's going to be really key, not only because of the extra happiness is nice, but eventually we're going to be in mercantilism. We're going to be running the free specialists. We're going to be running a lot of artist specialists in this game. And with representation, the artist specialists go from being 3 culture 1 beaker, which is pretty lousy, to 3 culture 4 beakers, and that's downright good. So, starting capital here, pretty good land grab. I think I grabbed about as much land as I could without going bankrupt. We are at war with Shaka right now, so keep that in mind. But I don't think he's going to have much luck at breaking through. He would need construction to do that, and he definitely does not have construction tech. So I don't see how he breaks the 40% on a hill across a river defenses with what he's got right now. I do need to get this farm repaired, though, because this city doesn't have any food without that. But we'll cross that bridge later on. So we also planted this city, Tipperary, later in the last session, right before Ragnar could get his own city. So this is not defensible at present, so we're really hoping that we don't end up in a war with Ragnar right now. I'm trying to build some units and send them over here, but it's going to take them a little time to walk up there. And obviously this, Ragnar could kind of swat away this city pretty easily if he wanted to right now. Hopefully he will not. That's the goal anyway. But yeah, we'll need to get some units in there. Let me just check my whip timings to refresh my memory. Okay, so the Buddhist monastery, this city will be able to whip relatively soon. And we might just whip out more units. I don't think I want to plant another city right this moment. Wait, could I put a city here? No. That would be funny if I could, but it's only 2 tiles from Xi'an. We will look to put a city over here by Guangzhou eventually. Like, we could put a city on the Ivory. That's a legal city site. We'll see. That's right. I should keep pushing expansion. I should expand to the cities that actually are decent, like this one over here. I should plant these cities that actually are good economically before I start squeezing more into the cracks. I think I've expanded about as far as I can. Like, I don't think I can get a city up here, although I should send a unit to scout that at some point. Maybe a warrior that's extra. Okay, well, anyway, I was trying to check whip timings. So this city just whipped this turn. It's going to build the axe, and then I think it's going to overflow into a spear and finish that. Looks good. This city, poor Klondike, which has no food. Someday it'll get this tile back. It's just been working that gold tile through its whole existence. Okay, so we recently whipped out units here on defense. Still have that settler in the queue. I was going to plant that settler over here, but with being at war with Shaka, I can't do that. He would just grab the city. Worker here. Okay, so I think I was going to 2-pop whip out this worker. So Paddy Cow is going to need to be whipped like next turn. This city was going to whip the granary. Oh yeah, I'm chopping this I'm going to chop this and then whip the granary as soon as it's done. And Tipperary is brand new. Okay. Let's go. Yeah, he's welcome to walk forward there if he wants. I mean, I would probably be able to kill that with an axe. Hinduism. Alright, yeah, you guys just chill here for right now. Alright, so you finish that. I think we're going to do the spear. Yeah, we're going to do the spear. 1 turn away from growth. So I would do this to grow on this turn. The thing is, I'm researching this turn. Oh, wait, no, I'm not going to be researching this turn because we're going to have to turn off science. So let's go ahead and do that. That way we'll grow onto that tile. All right, so you're going to Tipperary. Good luck. Hopefully you won't die. Hopefully we just don't get attacked over there. All right, all your base. Do that. Now now that it has the extra happiness cap, it can just start growing onto these cottages. We want to put grassland cottages on all of these tiles in time. That said, these guys need to go help out up here. So why don't you guys road this? Yeah, well defended. We've got a whole one warrior over there. All right, so this will allow us to whip the granary next turn. And then that's right, then we got to get up here and improve these calendar resources. Also, don't work that tile. Work this tile instead. Let's have you guys road. Give you something to do while we're in the process of finishing calendar tech. Okay, so you needed to whip this. Whipping off unimproved tiles. What the? Work that tile. Don't be silly. Isn't that a hostile unit? No. Over here? No, this is... I'm not at war with Napoleon. And in fact, I can get a decent scout on him here. Only one who's attacked me is Shaka. He's not willing to talk yet. He will be. He's the only one I have not signed open borders with. Yeah, I mean, you get the alerts, but I'm not too worried about that. All right. So, yeah, I guess we're still a little ways away. We're not far from calendar, but we need like four to 5 more turns. Very key tech for us. All right, what else still has to move? Oh, hello. I also will need to get some ships out and scout eventually to make sure there's no offshore islands. That would suck if there's offshore islands. I would consider just deleting them from the game if there are offshore islands, because it'll be so difficult to get rid of them, to culture flip them. By the way, how close are we to flipping these tiles here? This one's not too far off. This is not too far off either. I'm not going to be able to flip Guangzhou's first ring anytime soon. Yeah, I need to get further up the tech tree and get more culture coming in before I can really start flipping some of these. We are going to get a profit soon, so we really do. So we can use that unless we get a low odds engineer, which wouldn't be bad either. But we'll place the Buddhist, or the Jewish shrine in this city. And then I really do need to work on getting more missionaries out. I can build the Jewish monastery here because I have spread Judaism. Anyway, so let's have you come up here and work on repairing that. Let's see, you guys. Yeah, similar story. You can come up here. I've got work for them to do in this area. I don't think an axe spear pair is going to hold out against much here in Tipperary, but you never know. First thing I definitely want to get walls built, but there's no point until I have the stone connection there. Too bad I wasn't able to get this on the coast. I'd have the stone connection immediately. So I'm going to need to road through here. I'm also going to need to get a worker or two up there. Maybe these 2 workers, when they're done at the capital, can head in that direction. We'll see. Can't believe we're not working with some kind of crippling resource deficiency. No, not in this game, for once. Let's have you do a war chariot, and I can send this war chariot up to the northeast as well. So what's my break even right now? It's like 25% is my break even. Pretty terrible. So I probably do need to consolidate a little bit on tech and not keep planning more cities. Calendar will help a lot because a lot of these calendar tiles are worth a lot of commerce. Oops. That wasn't the unit I intended to move. Oh well. I thought I was moving this worker. Alright. Oh, that's right. We needed to whip this granary. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. It was only 4 tiles away from finishing it. Oh well. We can put the overflow into the library, and that's pretty good. Because we're going to get quite a bit of overflow there. Alright. While we're waiting for calendar to come in, why don't you try to finish this road connection? That wouldn't be bad. Could you just road to the... No, roading to the coast wouldn't work. You have to have a road connection to a city that's on a coast. So, like, putting a road here would not work. I'd have to road to... if I rode to Bjorgvin, that'll work. Do I still need a boat building city? Yes. This will probably be the next city founded here, because it'll connect silks instantly, and then I'll be able to build a workboat to connect that fish. And build a workboat to connect this. Yeah, there's a clear path down there. Okay. Also, no. Don't work that specialist. Get me a... let's get working on these cottages instead. So, hopefully just a nice, relaxing, slow-paced game right now. Alright, so... you're going to come up here. Connect calendar resources. You guys might as well road this tile, and then... actually, no, we do want one more cottage. And in fact, we should build even more, because the happiness cap's going to be increasing as soon as calendar comes in. We want to cottage all these grassland tiles while we're here, since the capital is going to be growing onto them. By the way, I can't see what text the others have, right? Yeah, nobody has alphabet, so I can't see what they have. And yes, Jewish missionary is a good next choice here. So as soon as this monastery is done, we're going to... it was one production away from finishing. As soon as this is done, we're going to start a set... you know, I was saying we should start a settler, but... we might need to econ a little bit more. Our economy is in pretty bad shape. What cities are not worth whipping anymore? The capital is about at the limit of where you don't want it to grow it too much further. Well, it's low production, so I'll probably still keep whipping it, but it helps it as a huge food surplus, plus 8 food. All right, let's work on that then for the moment. So the granary's done here. Definitely need a library. Yeah, there's the nice overflow into the library. So did we get the profit? I would expect that we did. Yep. That's not bad. I can get an engineer later on, but I probably will not get a profit later on. So we'll build the Jewish shrine there. That's going to help economically too. So then we'll just need to spread that around more. These units stumbling through the wilderness there. So I'm still technically at war with Shaka. Was he willing to talk? Alright, he was willing to sign peace. Yeah, he only has 5 cities. I'll just keep this spear on them right now, in case some unit would rush out of the fog. I don't expect that to happen, but you never know. Alright, so those two are working on that. Why don't I bring this guy over here, help these guys out. I wonder if I could sell my resources to someone for money, because I have some extra ones. Oh wait, no I don't. I don't have any extra gold. Never mind. Oh, that's right, we don't have currency. We can't trade gold per turn yet. So no, that wouldn't help. Alright, so open borders there. Yeah, all your base will probably whip the monastery. So let's look at the demos right now. I actually haven't looked at them in a long time. So look at my econs, way better than the other teams. My food is tops as well. Soldiers is last, but again, not by too much. First in land by a ton. First in pop. Production's low, but that's fine. Grow and work cottages is like the overall thing for Civ, instead of working mines. Actually, yeah, roading that wouldn't hurt. Borders of Tipperary have expanded. Nice. It even has 2 resources we don't otherwise control. Like the crabs and the furs are legitimately resources we don't control right now. This is nice getting a scout on Napoleon's territory too. All right, let's do this. Oh, yes. He doesn't have enough movement points. So we can't quite get there this turn. I think next turn we can, though. Get to calendar. Then we got to start connecting all these. So, like, these guys right here can connect this first and then this. And there's part of the reason why I brought these workers over here was so they can work on connecting the spices. We should probably do this tile first. What other calendar? And then and then these guys down here doing the cottages can go work on these dyes and improve them, which will be really nice for this city. Just like getting fully improved cottages. Oh wait, no, there's only one in my board. There's only one I can actually work at the city. That sucks. I'll still improve the others for trade bait. So question, any wonders you're aiming for soon? The only wonder that's coming up that's important, or really key, is to make sure I need to get Sistine. Plus, the +2 culture from specialists is enormous, and the +5 from all state buildings is really big too. We're spiritual, so we get cheap temples, so we'll be able, like, we really want to be able to build a 5 culture temple. Or I think the temple has 1 culture by default. Does it? What's the default for temples? I don't think I've built any yet. Wait, I haven't even researched the tech. I haven't even researched priesthood yet. Whoops. Well, I'll have to research that at some point. With the temples being so cheap, I'm going to build a fair number of them. But like that's kind of how you do this. It's like when you plant the new cities, earlier on in the game, you plant the new city, you spread your religion, you work an artist specialist, you build a temple and a monastery, you build a theater. Suddenly you've got like an artist specialist that like plus the temple, and you're getting like 20 culture per turn like right away. Later in the game, we use corporations, but for now, we have to deal with stuff that's not quite as overpowered. All right, so Mao is actually tops in power. Ragnar's second. Slightly concerning. Anyway, though, here we get the chance to build this. So let's see how much gold it's worth. Okay, he's happy to build that. Worth very little. The only thing that's bad about that is he gets great engineer points. Hopefully the Great Wall will give him spy points instead. Okay, so let's see how much this is worth. So I'm at 21 gold. It's 5 gold per turn immediately. Nice. And of course, we'll add on to that over time. So Temple of Solomon. So and more culture as well in a city that's on the border, because we're getting close to popping borders. So yeah, now we really do need to start spreading our religion, because it's worth money. And that's what religion's all about, right? No. Okay. Didn't mean to be quite that cynical. All right. Yes. So we have just enough to finish calendar next turn. So let's get you up there in preparation for that. You can just chill for the rest of this turn. All right. So similarly, so we can whip the Jewish monastery for 2 pop. That's worthwhile to do to reset the whip counter. We'll probably do a settler next after this. So we just lose those immature cottages, and we're going to get 1 back immediately. And he'll probably work on a Jewish missionary immediately afterwards. All right. So you move there. Avoid wasting your turn by eroding that. I'm not going to put a cottage on this tile. I want to get these 2 guys up here and improve the dyes next. Is it worth trying to push culture ASAP? Well, I mean, you can kind of do both, right? Like, I'm not going to go out of my way. I'm not going to be, like, running the culture slider. So, like, I'm not going to be being stupid about it. But I still do want to emphasize culture as much as possible while still, like, teching it towards the future, if that makes sense. All right, so, yeah, I whipped recently there. I definitely need more workers, too. But I also need to keep balancing the need to defend myself as well. That's why I've been using Philistina to get military units. And I think Paddy Cal needs to stay on military, too. So as soon as this pops its level 3 borders, or 3rd ring borders, Xi'an's going to start losing some of these tiles. Even though they're 1st ring tiles for Xi'an. Just because this city's putting out significantly more culture. I guess not putting out that much, but 3 culture per turn is still more than Xi'an's putting out. All right. So Mausoleum would be nice as well, but I probably would need marble to go for it. I'm not sure I want to go for it without marble. So next up, we should probably just take priesthood so we can build temples because they're really cheap for us. But next real target is going to be currency. I need the trade routes. I need the money. I need markets. That's the next big tech I need. So we'll do the very cheap priesthood, as I said. No, don't work that specialist. Interesting that we've got 50-50 profit engineer for the next one. I'd love to get an engineer specialist out of it, out next. All right, so let's try to get some of these Jewish missionaries. Yeah, look at all that overflow from the 2-pop whip. War chariot. So this will give me an axe, a spear, and a war chariot up there in the northeast corner. Probably would want another axe. Well, let me just click that for right now. What do I have over here? So I have 2 axes, a war chariot, and a spear. I actually probably need another spear for over here. Oh, I forgot he was in a golden age. So we're going to build this, and then we'll 2-pop whip out another worker. Also, ugh, this city. I need to get more improved tiles here. Even if it means mining this tile. It's a little low on food, this city. But yeah, so you... It's the fastest way to get... Oh, I'm going like this. Actually, nah. I could have had this finished. Because I thought that finished this turn. Alright. Could have moved here. That would have been a better move. Anyway. So let's start working on those plantations. So for as big as calendar is, it's going to take a... We actually do have to connect the resources for it to do anything. But it's definitely going to help. All right. Oh, look at this. We're break even at 30% now. That's good, right? Break even at 30% research. So here's why we need to get this die connected, because we don't have another good tile to work here. But we're going to get a missionary finished. I'll spread it in Camp Nowhere first. Get that border pressure going. Actually, no, Paddy Cow doesn't have a religion at all. We might as well spread it in Paddy Cow then. Every time we spread their religion, we get a little bit more money. This is the same Sullla who did the YouTube Clackons and Silicoid playthroughs. Yes. I'm glad you were able to find your way here. Welcome. We're live streaming Civ4 right now, as you can probably tell. All right. Oh, you know what? I should also probably spread... I also want the religion here, too, but it's too poorly defended right now, so let's send you here. Paddy Cow. All right. Work on connecting. It feels like it takes forever, but again, that's partly because this is on epic speed, which I don't normally play. Yeah, he's got another settler over here, but he can't use it because I took all the land. Like a jerk. Alright, they eroded this. Okay, so let's go up here. I want to connect that dice tile. Alright, so Napoleon's got like the far north right now. Anyway, we were able to reconnect our wheat, which is needed for health, by the way. Like, we need this for the health, so it's not just purely to help this city. Fusion Monastery. Okay. We were able to get peace with Shaka. Alright, so let's have them go here and improve that. Then I have to hack the jungle down first, but as soon as they do that, we'll be able to work on connecting that. So yeah, once all your base, once this whip cycle resets, which is in like 10 turns, we'll build another settler. And we'll probably grab, because they said we'll probably grab this spot here. And then we'll grab a settler here after that. And then after we've grabbed both of those spots, we'll look to start pushing into the AI's territory again. Like we'll probably maybe we'll found this spot next. It's not a great city spot, obviously, but like it puts pressure on Uppsala. Like it pushes this way. And it also would be able to work these die tiles, which are inherently good tiles. You know, they're like 5 commerce tiles. So we would need some farms, because we need to get the food surplus up, like build 2 or 3 farms, and then just work the die tiles. Never going to be a good city, but useful. So T-Baggins asks, how difficult would a game with 1 city be? It's actually very playable. The 1 city challenge is a well-known variant in Civ, not just Civ 4, but just Civ in general. Oh, we got the double expansion here. So Philistina hit 750 culture, popped its borders. You know, I almost wonder if I should run the science specialist here, but no, I want the city to grow because I'm going to be whipping it again shortly. So probably going to do another axe spear combo, and if I can get 2 axes, 2 spears, and a war chariot, I would feel relatively safe for Tipperary, especially if I can get walls up there. We'll see though. Like, I don't think it'll be easy for the AI to break the... Oh, hello. What's this? Hopefully he's just removing the jungle there. But in case he isn't... Well, if he isn't, we'll just whip out and we'll just do a 2-pop whip early here. Let's hope he's not thinking of doing anything too crazy over there. I guess this is as far... And these units would be a little exposed if he's declaring war, but at least my spear will be teleported to the right. It's a lot of protection for a worker. I know, right? It is a lot of protection for a worker. You're like, that's a lot of protection for a worker. Yeah, so I picked these leaders because they're not good culturally. But the other side effect of that is they're also quite aggressive. Now, the thing is, I have 60% cultural defenses here. So all I really need is 1 spear. And those chariots aren't going to do squat. The axe is not going to do anything. Too well defended. So, again, I'm hoping that he's not going to attack. Let's run 0% gold this turn, just in case I have to upgrade something. I'm not concerned about my cities in the core. I'm concerned about Tipperary. Let's see. All right. All right. He didn't attack me this turn. Maybe they are just protecting that. I mean, I'll take it. The longer the game goes on, the better it is for me. So, I mean, we might as well... Yeah, we might as well move up here. He doesn't have anything that can move through the jungle and capture a worker there. All right, and now at least the first group of units has made it through enemy territory. So there's obviously a Chinese city right up there. At least the AIs can't expand anymore. They're out of room. Like, this territory over here, I can't see it, but it's definitely been claimed by now. All right, hey, we got our first tile improved there. Nice. So that's done. Now let's also you work that tile. I want to get cottages up, but I'm going to connect the resources first. So that's nice. We've got that done. Now we can improve this. 8 turns. Takes forever. What's Mal doing? I'm not exactly sure. At least he's cautious with me. Fortunately, the only one who I think is annoyed is Shaka. Shaka's annoyed. Ragnar's actually cautious. That's nice, too. It helps that I gave Napoleon tribute. All right. There we go. So that's +1 gold. So this missionary, again, is going to go to Camp Nowhere, and hopefully we don't fail the dice roll. They're still chopping the jungle out there. But, I mean, so our happiness... stupid. I gotta watch this city every time it grows. Can I do a no specialist? I would love to have a do not assign a specialist here. I want the city to grow and work those cottages. Some of them are getting close. My oldest cottages up here are getting close to village stat. Actually, this one's already a village. Nice. Well, let's turn on science and knock out priesthood. Then we're going to go after currency. Still not sure what they're doing, but whip counter's almost been reset here. Oh, Mao's it. Now, I wasn't expecting Mao to be the one to attack me. Oh. Well, I got lucky here. I got very lucky here. And the reason for that is I had 3 workers on this tile literally 1 turn before. Literally 1 turn earlier, I have three workers on that tile. So, whew. He could have taken out those workers if he wanted to. All right, well, Not that worried about Mao. More worried about Ragnar. Would Rule 2 be better phrased as no hostile actions? Yeah. Well, I don't think I... Did I ever have units in enemy territory? I don't think I did, honestly. Or what did I write down there? No hostile... Yeah, no hostile units, yeah. I can move a unit through enemy territory if we have open borders, because they've granted me permission. That's not a hostile action. Yeah, all these opponents are quite aggressive. No, I was aware of that. They're all bad culturally. That's why I picked them. But that's because they're bad culturally because they build a gazillion units. So I can't move this guy into Mal's territory because that would be a hostile action. So we'll continue trying to hide in Napoleon's territory. All right, hey, look, we're break even at 30% research. Nice. So if we can get control of these tiles, we'll be good. But I am going to need some more units over here, potentially. It'll help when the borders pop and I have 40% cultural defenses. I only have 2 units here, though, so let's grab units away from the Shaka border, which is temporarily, at least, peaceful. I'm going to grab this war chariot, at least. Shift this over here. Would I buy in Ragnar? I would love to. I don't know how I'd be able to do that, though. If he would be willing to, but yeah, I didn't think so. I mean, they share a religion, so the odds of that happening are, like, non-existent. See, he doesn't like me enough. Yeah. So I would love to, but I don't have anything I could give him that would make him willing to do that. Yeah, here's the stack I need to worry about. The sword. Okay, so I probably need another axe. Yeah, I'm going to need another unit here. Camp Nowhere's not doing anything terribly important. Let's get a... Oh, but it doesn't have two... I can't two-pop whip. Okay. But you, Patty Cow, you can. Patty Cow, you need to get out units. So let's get an axe spear pair. I need you not to produce that many. I need you to... Because the whip is worth 90. I need it to be less than 45. How much is the... All right, I need you to be under... Yeah, I need you to be making less production this turn, so I can two-pot whip this. All right, that works. So we're going to two-pot whip the axe, then we'll overflow and complete the spear. And that'll get me... And that'll get me 5 units here with the with this. That should be enough to hold. It's going to take them a couple turns to walk through. Actually, no, they could be their next turn, couldn't they? 1, 2. That's not good. I would need another spear here. Got 1. Axe defends against... Yeah, okay. I might need to... Probably gonna need to swap here. And I actually need this to be a... I need this to be a 1-pop whip. So I need to get 7 production. Can I do that here? I don't think I can, unfortunately. I don't think I have the tiles to do that. I do have another war chariot here, though. Okay. At least I can get 4. At least I can get 2 war chariots into the city. Okay, so the temples are worth 1 culture. They go up to 6 culture if you can finish. Let's move you over. Actually, want to get this in Camp Nowhere if I can. All right, so I was worried about Ragnar. Instead, it's Mao who's ended up causing issues here. Although I guess Ragnar, we're not out of the woods with Ragnar yet either. So you chop the jungle here. All right, so we got rid of the jungle there. Work this tile instead. And let's put a improvement on it. This wouldn't be a bad city to get yeah, let's get military out of this city too. I need that more than the Confucian missionary. Let's do an axe spear pair again. because the whip timer is about to reset there. All right, so now you whip the axe. Going to be temporarily unhappy, but that's life there. All right, yeah, so see, that's the thing. They can hit this city next turn. So at least I have 4 units here in preparation. And the thing is, I can't whip this. There's not enough. See, it would cost 2 pop, and there's not 2 pop there available, unfortunately. Well, since we can't do that, let's do this. Yeah, that gets me to... That'll be a 1 pop whip with that. So this is why it's nice to have units with extra movement. So they do not get the defensive bonus, but they are 5 strength units, so they should beat the chariots. Just straight up. There we go. Yay! Now we've got that resource connected. Now we've got a real food surplus here. So next up I want to... well, I really want to get some cottages done over there, but I'm not in a great position to do that right this minute. We want cottages on like these tiles. So let's road over there. We really could use a road connection here. Could even mine that tile. I think all chariots are immune to first strikes. I could be wrong about that, but I thought they all were immune to first strikes. Alright, so we're getting close to being able to whip out military here again because the whip counter is about to wear off. Tipperary actually is building that granary at a decent rate. So we're going granary then walls here. We won't have stone, but maybe eventually we'll get it. Can we AP cities? I hadn't even thought about that. It's a good question. Maybe. I don't see any reason why not. But as I said, I hadn't really thought about that. Okay. So is he going to attack here? Oh no, he stopped to pillage. No, he pillaged. Well, that does give me more time to get more units up. Alright, so that's another spear there. Unfortunately, this unit's 1 turn away. At least these units have max fortify bonus. So we definitely want to get that spear. There we go. That's okay, we can repair that damage. So we're going to have an axe, 2 spears, and 2 war chariots here. He has 3 chariots, so that's probably a good number of spears. There's no point in attacking right now, because it'd do better to make use of the defensive bonuses. The ordinary chariots of other lesser civs are not immune to first strikes. Yeah, let's move right there now. Let's stay safely back. You can move onto that tile. That's a safe spot. It's like, I wonder if I can snipe a worker, but of course I can't. No, I can't make the hostile moves in their territory. So we should be gaining... We're actually close to getting control of some of these tiles. Where, like, the cultural pressures... Oh! Oh! Ragnar! Oh! What happened, buddy? You cut down the jungle, and then the tile flipped into my borders. Oh, that's so sad. Oh, buddy. That's too bad. But it's not your tile anymore. Nice. Okay, anyway. So, as before, I have to keep firing these. But note that we are at the happiness limit now that we lost the... We lost that tile. Although we're going to have this resource connected soon, the spices. We lost the sugars, but we'll get them back. They'll come back. Alright. So we should win this. It's bad if we don't. Okay. As I said, bad if we don't win that. We definitely had odds for that battle. Of course, we won the next battle flawlessly, but he got a retreat. Are you kidding me? I mean, we'll kill the spears easily. I'm not worried about that. What the heck? Come on. First he wins at low odds, then he gets double retreats. Are you kidding me? Oh, well... RIP. That's okay. We can probably mop up that tile. Alright. And we can overflow. Oh, you know what? We can finish this war chariot immediately. We can finish it instantly if we're willing to swap tiles for a turn, which I think we should do. Okay. Alright, so what do they have? They have a full health axe, and everything else is low. We can use the war chariot. So as long as if we kill the... Yeah, we should be able to clean this up. What odds are we getting? So that's 68. I think we can do better than that, though. That's 70 with a retreat chance. And that's 69%? Okay. Because I want to mop up those chariots. I just have to clear... So, like, if I clear this initial chariot, I'll get War Chariot against Sword or War Chariot against Axe. Yeah, these are good odds. Also, I get a promotion if I win, so... Alright. Oh, just barely. Let's actually look at what happened in these last couple rounds. Shall we? Because I'm curious. Alright, let's zoom back to the start of this round. No, not Horse Archer. Alright, here we go. So what was the first one? Chariot against Spear? Oh no, this was that an earlier round? Okay, so we defeated the Chariot. So here was the Sword against Axe. Yeah, he only had 20% odds to win that round. His sword loses 80% of the time. But look at this. I got 2 hits and he got 7. So then this round, the Chariot has 0.5% and yet somehow he retreated. And then the next one also has 0.5% odds. But he managed to hit me 1, 2, 3, 4 times and then retreated. I was like, what the heck? And then his archer did die. Alright. And I barely won this round against his chariot. Look at that. I got down to 2 HP and then won 3 straight rounds, or I would have lost the 70%. Jeez. Okay. Not great combat luck here. Alright, so you are definitely going to need to heal. So we've got a 95% or we've got a 68%. Well, I think I'm going to take the 95%. Thank you very much. Now, the sad thing is I'm still probably going to have to do the axe versus axe if I want to kill those chariots. So I have to win this 68. If I win that, then the spears can attack and kill the chariots, which I think is worthwhile to do. So, cross your fingers. This is the one that we really need to win. Nice. I always feel like anything less than 95% is like even odds. Oh, we even got a Great General. Nice. Okay. Now, what do we do with the Great General? Would it be worthwhile to do... So we could do a Medic 3 unit, but it might be more useful to put this in a city because we actually would get the representation benefit if it's a great general, if we attach it in the city. And like we could use those 3 beakers per turn right now. RNGesus did not follow us from TFT. Well, overall, this is not bad because I'm going to make it through this with only losing 1 unit. And that's not bad, because like I'm able to clean up these units now. I don't think there's any unit that could hit these spears on this tile. So we're going to be able to clean this up easily. So yeah, as much as I'd like to get a Medic 3 unit, I don't think I need it that badly. And I feel like the representation benefit for +3 beakers per turn would legitimately be helpful right now. Now the question is, where do I put a Great General? Super specialist, like what's the city to put it in? It's going to be, I would want it to be whatever city ends up being my heroic epic city. So I need to think about what city that should be. Do I have a city that's just really good in production that would be a good heroic epic city? I don't see one. It's not the capital, by the way. The capital has too much other stuff to build. Maybe Philistina? It does have some hill tiles. I don't know. Philistina. Well, so here's the thing. Paddycow I am using kind of as a military city, but it's not good for... it's not a good heroic epic city because it only has 2 hill tiles. It just doesn't have enough production. I think Philistina is the best option out of here. Philistina is going to be the Wall Street city. That's true. I think Philistine is the best option because it does have. And he's got 1, 2, 3 hill tiles. It's still not great. The capital actually would be a good military city. Klondike. Ooh, Klondike. Now there's an interesting notion. Yeah, Klondike would be Klondike would be a pretty good heroic epic city. Now it has the banana. Yeah, I just need to get irrigation up there somehow. Yeah, yeah, we can do that because we can irrigate up here, and then that plus the bananas. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, it can farm off the oasis? Right, right. It can farm from the oasis. Yeah. This is going to take a lot of worker labor, but this city has poor commerce potential aside from the gold tile. Oasis, so Oasis can irrigate onto this. I mean, we need civil service. That's right, but we would need civil service to do that. We're not at civil service yet. Still, I like the idea. Let's play for the... This is going to be a long game. Let's play for the long term. No, I don't want to add 20 experience to that warrior. Let's do that. We're going to play long term here. This will be the heroic epic city long term. Right, and this would also irrigate the cow. Right, and we also want to bring irrigation there. Yeah, so this is, as I said, it's a long-term play, but let's go for it. Because we're going to be in representation for the entire rest of the game. So, like, right now, that's not going to do a whole lot, but Klondike. Someday, Klondike. It will be your time. Someday. All right. So now that we've cleared that, let's see if we can go back up here. Boy, I really want this tile to flip to me, this one, so so he can't just move right on next to my city. I really would love to get rid of that defensive cover too, but it's not going to happen right now. But yeah, we want to try to reconnect this, so let's go ahead and do that. You are going to need to heal. You're going to need to become a medic unit in the worst way, because I've got a lot of low health units here. All right, so here's another. We'll move. So he can't hit these tiles. They're blocked by the jungle. So that's safe to move there. And then we're going to have another war chariot. Okay, so I think we've held against Mao. No problem. Now, if we can get one of these tiles under our control, we can start knocking out his defenders in cities. That said, Xi'an, we only have 5% culture on this tile, so it's not going to flip anytime soon. But we're going to get control of this tile eventually. Let's see the actual culture on there, by the way. All right, so we're just going to put this in debug mode. Not revealing the map. It's in debug mode, but we're not revealing the map. So if I am in debug mode, I can hold down shift, and I can see the actual culture on this tile. So we're behind about 200 culture, but watch. It's 644 to 471. What's the difference there? 644 minus 471. I got my phone here. Just going to do the calculation on my phone. 644 minus 471. All right, so it's 173 difference. Let's see what this tile is difference next on this upcoming turn. All right, so now not exactly sure what to build next. I'll just stick you on an axe for right now. That's a good generic unit. Put you back to growing again. All right. So it's now 666 minus 504. Okay, so 162. So we closed the gap by 11 culture points. Like right now we're behind by 160, but the gap is going down by 10, like 10 or 11 per turn. And like that's without us having crazy culture in here or anything. So I don't know what made me just think of this, but we need to go to currency. And then the next check we went after currency is we really want drama. We want theaters. They're really big for us. They allow us to run artist specialists, and they just also give us the +3 culture per turn. So I need currency for econ. I also need code. I may have to go for code of laws for econ too, because I kind of need courthouses. But drama is going to be a target for sure. Okay, so we've got a random spear there. Whatever. Wait, that guy's just standing there, right? I want to kill him with a war chariot, but I don't think I can do that because I can't go in his territory and I don't control that tile. By variant rule, I can't do that. All right. Anyway, the whip counter has been reset here, so I was not on top of that. I want another axe spear pair. These guys are going to go up to this city here, to Tipperary. So we'll work on that next turn. All right. Oh yeah, construction for war elephants. Well, so the thing is, I don't just need construction, I also need horseback riding. You need both to be able to build elephants. And honestly, I'm not really scared militarily. I'm really not worried about the AIs as far as military goes. So we're gonna go here. And we're gonna take this axe and make him shock and put him here. So this guy would probably lose to me because I have a shock axe. And even if I do lose, I won't lose the workers. So anyway, you're going medic, and now you need to heal. You need to promote and then heal. And you need to promote and then heal. Get back into the fighting. All right, dies. Okay. Yeah, you need to get this back up and rolling again. This is going to be a good city once we can actually hold its resources. And I am planning on swapping Klondike over to this tile shortly. I just want to get the sugar reconnected for this city. Like with the sugar, it actually has a decent food surplus. All right. Yeah, so we got to road this for... yeah, we need to road it first for mobility purposes. Always a little nervy doing these operations right on the front lines, but... Alright, so... Oh, it's still on empty. Don't want to whip at the swapping penalty. Have we finished this yet? Oh, I think we did. Yay, plantation's done. Also, why are we running a priest specialist? Well, I guess the local terrain's pretty bad. All right, so oh shoot, we produced this for too many turns now. We can't two-pop whip it anymore. Well, you know what we could do is we could whip this settler out. Still got this settler in the box. What if I did that just out of curiosity? It's a 3-pop whip. But it'll be a 2-pop whip next turn. Let's do that. We'll get the settler out. Our econ's coming along. We're actually break even at like 35% research right now. We're not as far away from currency as it looks either. Yeah, economy's coming along. So we'll 2-pop whip that and found it here. I definitely need more workers, by the way. I might whip a worker out of the capital. Just 2-pop whip a worker out next. So for me, the question is, do I want this spot next or this coastal? I probably want the coastal spot just to stop Shaka from doing stupid shenanigans. And this also gets me another resource. But yeah, I have a need for workers in like the worst way. Having to do these military emergency whips definitely slows that down. Tipperary is going to be able to whip its granary like next turn. Or as soon as it hits size 2, I whip the granary. There's a mouse scout in the south. Oh yeah, there is. Yeah, I don't have a unit available to go over there, but I should whip that. Not whip that. I should whack that unit. When I have a spare war chariot, I'll send it over there. Let's see if he attacks right now. I think he loses this one-on-one matchup, but let's see. Yeah, he wanted no part of that. Not surprised. Okay, so while these guys are here, they need to road that tile. It's actually very similar yields if you look right here. So this is 3 food for commerce. This is 3 food to commerce. Not quite as good, but like a farm on a spice is actually a pretty good tile. I'm still annoyed by the spot of no Bomba. It's going to be hard to push on that city. This city may actually be the first one we see flip because Hope's Peak is putting out a lot of culture and we're actually doing a good job of pressuring that. Is this a legal spot for a city? Yes. This is going to be a future city spot one day. If we do flip Lyon, I would probably raise the city. Probably. Anyway. Okay, so Rose that... I'm like thinking long term here. I actually get 90% odds to hit this. War Chariot against... even with the tile defense, I still get really good odds. Oh, but it's in his territory. I can't attack it. It's in his territory, so I can't attack. Oh, is he going to pillage my copper? That would be bad. Like this one random unit down there is like going to come for me. All right. That's pretty annoying. All right. Well, I'm gonna need to send a unit over there. So this war chariot's full health, so we need to send you down there. I don't think you can get there in time, but you need to start heading in that direction at least. So what do we have? We have an axe spear pair here. He still can only hit this with this from this tile or from inside the city, so I'm not too concerned about that. It's an archer. Yeah, it's not actually a scout, it's an archer. It meant that it was like a scouting unit. It is going to be hilarious if that actually pillages that unit. All right, so we'll whip the axe, and then we'll overflow into a spear, I think, next turn. So we're still working all the good tiles here. Then we'll, when we grow, we obviously grab that tile. Boy, I really do need more workers. I'm low on workers here. Oh, he actually attacked the city? Oh yeah, I didn't actually put... Well, I did not see him making that move. I legit did not see that move happening. I don't know why I didn't see that. Didn't see him actually making that. Alright. And now, there's actually moving to threaten this. Jeez, the most obvious move possible, just walking up and hitting my city. He actually had odds on that. Because I moved so many units to go defend this tile. Of course. Great. Also have to worry about him moving here, and hitting that city, obviously. So I can stop that by just putting a spear down there. Like, that's easy enough to stop by just doing that. But I do need an axe there. Now the problem is I have to position an axe on this tile to protect the workers. So I'm like one axe short right now. It's like one production short of being able to finish the spear. That's okay though. So as annoying as this is, I'm still like if he attacks right now, he would lose to the war chariot. So I guess I'm okay there for the time being. I don't want to whip this city again. Capital might have to... Oh my god, why are you still working a scientist specialist? Although, I actually don't have any good tiles for it to work, so I guess that is correct for this turn. No, sugar must be connected now. How many more turns does it take? 7 turns. Okay, until we can get another axe over there, we should probably stop that. Alright, so we're going to whip this. Turn off currency for the time being. Like, this city's already under a whipping penalty as it is. Will mount peace? Yeah, that's a good question. No, he won't. Alright. So we did get this tile roaded again. We can move the workers down here and have the axe cover the city again, at least temporarily. So we do need a cottage down here. Just until we can get another unit or two up here. Again, it would be a lot easier if I could attack into his territory. So I know I have an axe over here, but again, I am more ultimately concerned about the safety of Tipperary than I am about those cities over there. I'm not really concerned. That city's not going to fall. And indeed, he went onto the copper. I have iron, so it's not as critical. Like, I have a source of iron, so I can still build metal-based units. But it's not ideal, to be sure. 2 defenders for Camp Nowhere. Which one's Camp? So Camp Nowhere has an axe and 2 spears. Right now. But yeah, we do need to get more units up there. So I will end up having 2 axes and 2 spears in that city. I would love it if he just walks here. I could just kill him with a war chariot. I mean, I would have killed him last turn, except that I can't, by variant rule, I can't go in his territory. No actual rule, just a variant rule. Okay. So now we'll go back to this. And you, I want to do walls. Oh, he didn't actually pillage my copper. Interesting. Alright, I'm not attacking him in the forest. I'm going to wait for him to come out of defensive terrain. Alright, what are we looking at here? Oh, okay. Well, sometimes the AI doesn't make the best decisions. Sometimes the AI does some things that are very dumb, like just moving a chariot out by itself to get whacked by a spear. Didn't even pillage that tile. Alright. I'll put you here for right now so you can move into Camp Nowhere where the medic is next turn. Yeah, that's a decent sized stack there. I hope he doesn't send that against Philistina while I'm still engaged with Mal. We'll see though. Mal will probably be willing to talk peace sometime soon. He's killed 2 units. I've killed a lot more than 2 units of his. Actually, no, I can promote this spear if I win. So it's better to do that. I can send spies into enemy territory. I can send a stack into... if my unit doesn't actually end its turn in their territory, like if there's a stack on the border, I can hit that because my unit doesn't actually end up in their territory, if that makes sense. It's a good question. All right. Might as well finish this cottage, and then next turn we can maybe take this, work on the sugar again. There we go. I still want that library for the extra culture. Like, this tile's going to be the next one we grab, and that's going to be very nice, because then I could actually start killing units in Xi'an. Although I probably would need catapults to do that efficiently. So here's where having that representation, really does help, because I've got that 6 beaker scientist. And if you're noting, that's literally doubles my beaker output right now, which granted is pretty low, but it does make a difference. All right. So yeah, we're working the 2 cottages here. We're going to grow back onto that tile. Finish the axe. All right. Finishing the spear here. I'm going to grow onto that tile. Looks like we just finished the dye plantation. Very nice. Really should probably have one more farm here because I'm at +4 food surplus, which is a little low. Okay, again, I'm not going to hit you when you're on defensive cover. I'm just going to wait for you to come out of defensive cover and then smack you. Another spear. Wandering around. Okay. He still refuses to talk right now. Alright, good. So I was able to get this guy there, so he'll heal up next turn. Like, there is the question of if he moves here, I do want to have an axe in position to hit that unit. So let's take the axe and move to like here. That way I can cover both cities if needed. I almost have another axe done at Paddy Cow, which will help for sure. All right. So then there's the question of, can anything attack this tile? Again, our favorite question. The only thing that could hit this tile would be 2 movers right now. So I think we're okay. These units are going to quietly try to slip through Ragnar's territory again. He's got an awful lot of units up there. But like if I cover this with a spear, I should be okay, at least in theory. I don't see any unit that can hit this aside from a 2-mover, because there's no roads on these tiles. So the only thing that should be able to hit them is a mounted unit. Famous last words. But I don't see how an axe can get to that tile. Good question. Nope, he still has we couldn't betray our close friend. So he's not in we have enough on our hands already mode. Not right now, at least. Like, I can easily fight off any one of these AIs. It's like if 2 or 3 of them come at me at the same time, that would be when it gets dangerous. So kind of hoping that that's not going to happen. While also like trying to econ furiously here in the back lines. We might need to just do 2 military units out of the capital here on this upcoming whip that we're going to do. Just because we're a little low at the moment on military. At 133. I'd like to improve that. I just want to make sure that they can't actually run over any cities. Aside from Tipperary. Come on, Tipperary. Stay safe, buddy. Slowly got these units moving towards you. So I could at least be up to 5 units. With walls, that might be enough to hold. Maybe. If he doesn't have catapults. Okay, well, he conveniently left a spear out to dry. That's nice. So you, I want to finally start growing. Well, because we have a granary in here, don't we? All right, so you do the barracks next. All right, so we're able to get away for that turn. Oh, we've got more another stack building here. He still refuses to talk. He will talk shortly, though. All right, 99%. I think we'll take that. Okay, so we've got another worker. So you... Oh, there's actually... Oh my god, this is actually a double fish city. Holy cow. This is a really good city. I might have planted this sooner if I'd known that. All right, so you're going to road and then probably chop a workboat for that city. All right. Only 70 because he's on a hill. That's right. Again, as soon as you're off the hill, heal, fortify. Okay, so I connected that. Now where do I need these workers next? I do need another cottage for this city. I should probably get this tile next. Then I'm going to need... not sure. I guess we'll just do this for right now, because we are going to need that chopped down. All right. 3 turns of currency. This will get us reasonably close. 2 turns of max research here. So I think next turn I'm going to finish this, and then I'm going to swap this tile off to Klondike and start growing Klondike. Because I want once it gets to size 2, it can work both of these tiles. Don't complete the sugar. Wait for a stack to pillage the road. Kill it, and then 1 turn connect. We might end up doing that. Let's leave the option to do that. So this stack has double swords. I will need double axes to defend against that. Like I have 1 axe over here. I have another one that's almost done. But I can get another axe out of the capital too. It's like the whip cycle's worn off here, so let's select the axe. I need this to be a 2-pop whip, so I actually can't work this tile. So we'll just run double scientist for this turn. Because otherwise it would be a 1-pop whip if I work that tile. I want it to be a 2-pop whip. So we'll do that. And this city is recently whipped, yeah. And I already hit both of these cities. Like Paddy Cow is still in a long duration. I just whipped the settler out of Hope's Peak. So it's still just regrowing right now. Yeah, I mean, I have enough extra happiness headroom that like I can like carry multiple whip duration penalties if I need to, but I'm trying to keep the duration down. All right. Okay. Well, I mean, you're not making this hard on, like, you're making this easy on me by moving all these units in ways that just allows me to slaughter them. I mean, if I lose the 98% down here, that's nice. That'll mean another promotion. All right, let's get you back up near the front lines now. And then this. He's annoyed to me. Let's see if we can kill this unit first. See if we can then sign peace, because that would be certainly appreciated. I'm not looking to conquer him right now. This tile's getting close to flipping. Let's see if he's willing to sign peace now. No way. City of Camp Nowhere. No. Definitely not. Okay. So he won't sign peace just yet. Well, maybe if we smack him around a bit more. Alright, I need a road there. Oh, we need a name for this city, you guys. We need a name for this. So since I'm not currently pressured here, I am gonna finish this. How close am I to a second Great General? Good question. A third of the way there. A third of the way there. Two fish, too furious. Oh my god. Two fish, too furious. Yes. Oh, is there not enough room for the last letter? Oh, I can remove the spaces though. Oh, we need the we actually do need the workboats before the granary here. Hold on. Yeah, but we can take out the spaces. Two fish, too furious. That's fantastic. Let's get rid of the sign now. There we go. Okay. Oh, wait, we still need a... you could still hit that with a chariot. Yeah, he actually does have a chariot. I don't think he would move the chariot onto that tile, but let's not take that risk. Because there's still one worker there. Good thing he never roaded this tile. I would never have been able to connect this if he had roaded that tile. Alright, so I'd like to cottage this as well, but that's not a safe tile, so we gotta... Can't do that. Let's see, so I want another worker to come down here and help this worker, so I'm going to move one down there, and the other one, I think the most useful thing to do would be to cottage this tile. Again, I would prefer to cottage that tile, but it's not a safe tile to work. Not a safe process right now. You work this tile for now. Or no, work that tile. I would also need to get this improved, chopped at some point soon. And you are going to clear this. So we're going to have to turn off science for this turn. But look, we're almost there. Like one more turn of full research and then another like half turn and we're there to currency. And then we definitely need to get markets up after that. Markets will help a lot. But like we tossed down another city and we're clearly not broke. Even though we like Two Fish Too Furious has not like driven us into the... We're still breaking even at 30, like 33%, which granted is not great, but is enough. And we even got a new resource connected as a result of this. Now we have the silks. Okay, so over here, boy, this is a pretty good city over here. Like it's got a lot of food. It's got, especially now that these spices are connected. Okay, so we want to get more cottages, and in particular, we want to clear out defensive cover so that incoming units aren't, so like incoming units don't have the ability to hit the city. So we want to clear out this tile if we can. Hopefully Shaka will stay at peace and not... Does he have... Let me just check to see what his war status is. Okay, so he doesn't have... We have enough on our hands already. That's good. Let's try to get this tile cleared out, because I don't want his swords to be able to like walk right here into jungle where they've got the huge defensive bonus. So we really do want to clear this out just for safety's sake. All right. By the way, Camp Nowhere's almost managed to get its library built. Okay. Oh, and the other thing I wanted to start growing So we're going to work that. Boy, we need to get some more improved tiles here, don't we? All right, so we're going to swap this over to Klondike. There we go. Get Klondike up to size 2. It hurts not working that gold tile, but we can actually afford to have Klondike be a real city. Can be a real boy, I mean a real city. No. All right. Yeah, so they're going to connect this. I need a road connection, and then I need to, I wanted to chop, yeah, I want to chop something. Chop out the work boats. Or chop out a fishing boat. And that'll accelerate that city's, I can actually work this tile. Oh, yeah, I was going to say I can actually work this tile. We have to wait for the borders to pop anyway. I always need more workers. You can never have enough. I really should have like a pair of workers improving this city, but I just haven't been able to get workers over there. Too many things for the cities in the core to do. All right, good. We're a little short on axes right now, so I'm going to get more axes out. All right. So sword pair. And the other thing is this city just recently popped over the 40% cultural defense threshold, so we're actually a lot safer in the city now too. So you, I'm going to have to go in here and heal. Because like I said, I actually have quite a few spears here. It was like my axes all died and my spears all stayed alive. Kind of amusingly. I'm just trying to think, can he like race a chariot out? No. Okay, so let's put this guy here so he can reach either city. If he would just road if he would road this tile, I'd be in so much more danger. The good news is this tile's going to flip to me soon. See, it's 820 to 775 now. And once I get control of this tile, I'm actually a lot safer down here. How about these tiles? 820 against 562, 820 against 550. 820 against 306. These will flip to me eventually. It won't happen soon, but it'll happen in time. Just because I'm putting out a lot more culture. Also, Camp Nowhere, now that it's pop borders, it's putting culture on this tile, if not this one. Although, let's see. So I'm putting culture on these tiles now from Hope's Peak, but Hope's Peak does not reach this tile yet. Anyway, once they all have to get up to the 750 threshold. Once they get there, they all really start putting pressure on that city. By the way, thanks for subscribing, J.R. Regan. Keep up the great streak of death and destruction on the worlds of the universe. You rock. Thank you. Yeah, it is a little surprising some of these other civs have been reasonably quiet. I'm not complaining about that, though. I've almost managed to get these units through. I need like 3 more turns to get these units through Ragnar's territory. It's actually kind of convenient that Mao is the strongest AI, who's right next to me. That actually makes it a little easier. Look at this stack here. So until they have construction, those stacks aren't that scary because they just attack my cities and then like die. This, since I already have a medic war chariot, this unit can probably be... How close am I to another general? Not that close. Can probably be a shock. Shock's probably going to be the most helpful for that unit. Alright, so now we need to whip this. We're basically just whipping off those scientist specialists. But we'll be able to regrow immediately. And I think I'll just build 2 axes because I'm a little low on axes right now. And we recently whipped here, right? Yeah. Maybe if I kill another stack of Mao's units, he'd be willing to sign peace. Oh, that's trouble. Okay. Now that's dangerous. He already has elephants? That means he has construction. Okay. What that means is we're going to have to head for construction next. I was planning to go for drama, but I have to head for construction too. Because I have to have catapults to deal with elephants. That's not optional. I've been thinking Napoleon's like the weakest of these AIs. And he kind of is. But if he's got elephants, that's a problem. It's weird that his resources don't show up on the trade screen. I guess he doesn't have any spare resources. He only has 4 cities. Oh yeah, now we actually can... He can give me 1 gold per turn for my spare corn. Let me see if... Because now that I have currency, they can trade money with me. Or no, I don't have currency. He has currency. Huh. I'm thinking for a second that I had currency, but no, he has it. All right, close. Maybe like 3 turns more to finish this. I'm not trading him corn for 1 gold per turn. That seems like a waste. Oh, I should have just had him move onto the... Yeah, that was a waste. I should have just had him move there and start chopping. Oh, well. Yeah, it would be nice if the AIs fought each other. I don't really... We should look at that, by the way. So how do the AIs feel about each other? So Napoleon is cautious with me, pleased towards Mao. He's friendly with Shaka. Ragnar cautious with me, pleased... Yeah, they all love each other because they're all low peace weight, so they all like each other. Like, he's pleased even. But remember, these AIs will declare war at pleased, so... They could. It's not impossible for one of them to attack one of the other ones. Man, this AI is kind of dumb sometimes. Kind of dumb sometimes. Oh, hello. Hello, random mouse swordsman. Okay. Well, if you want to make that attack, you're welcome to do it. And got to cover them with 2 units just in case you randomly lose the first combat at 3% odds or whatever. Yeah, you attack across the river into jungle against an axe. You go ahead and do that, buddy. All right. So I want to make sure the overflow goes into another axe and not into that Jewish missionary, which will finish soon enough anyway. Also, it really looks like I should have built more cottages when I was down here. Maybe these workers can go do that when they're done. All right. So spears. Who wants another point of XP? I do. Well, that was easy enough. Oops. Oh, well, that's fine. So I can't see anyone's bar graphs because all the AIs run the slider like crazy. I won't be able to see anyone's demographics until I get courthouses up. But I have to imagine Mao's power has been going down pretty significantly from me killing this many units. I haven't really managed to close the gap on soldiers, though. I'm still in 5th place, still about as far behind as I was before, even though I have been getting out some more units. Like, I've been training a decent amount of military. Like, I'm not helpless here or anything. Alright, so you come over here. After coming back from your adventure. Yeah, so again, as long as it's just one AI opponent, I'm in reasonably safe shape. It's if they start doubling up is when I'm in trouble. Alright. So we want to improve that tile. We also want to chop. Let's send you... Like I said, I should have moved onto that tile to chop last turn. Let's have you move there, and then you can move around and start working on that. I'll have to road to it. I don't have a sheep. Do I have any sheep on my connected? No, so I do need to road towards it. I can move here and road, I guess. Actually, I should probably road from that tile, to be honest. Because that'll provide a path for stagnation down here. Which is going to be the city that uses the sheep long term. Are the unit matchup related bonuses in combat? Yeah, certain units are better than against other units. Definitely. Like chariots beat axes and spears beat horses, that kind of thing. Alright, so we're going to flip this tile either this turn or next turn. I don't know which. Alright, so there's an attack incoming up there. It's lined up for a fight here. But if he doesn't have catapults, it's not dangerous. Interesting that he's working the city chose to work a priest specialist. I'd rather work the scientist specialist. Alright. So we've got the swords. Okay, so the issue here is the swords for the most part. But I can get 2 axes in the city. And they've got to hit with that 40% defense. So I'm going towards formation with this guy. That's why he's promoting combat 2. You generally don't promote spears with shock. Generally, you try to get them to combat 2 and take formation, which is the anti-horse promotion. Yeah, with double axes, I should be fine here. Swords will die to the axes. And then Well, I don't have a great unit to deal with the axes themselves. I'm a little too spear heavy here right now, but I think I have more than enough to defend the city. These war chariots are not going to be slouches either. The issue with the war chariots is they don't get defensive bonuses. I wish I had like one more axe up there right now. So I'm a little low on that. And it's not like I'm unaware that I'm building axes. I just haven't gotten up there fast enough yet. The chariots can reach the workers. Yes, they can. Good call. Yeah, good call. I don't want to move a spear out of the city, though. So I think I just need to shift them away. Also, we got control of that tile. Yay! Stupid slow axes. Where's my engineering for road movement? So we got another missionary. Let's move him to Klondike. Alright, that unit moved away. Just chill there for the moment. Keep clearing that out. So what do I do with these guys? Why don't you just move here for the moment and put some work into a cottage? Patty Cake is not a great city for cottages, but at least it gives you something to work that's not a bare tile. Oh, hey, we finally got that chopped down. Jungle takes forever to remove on epic speed. Somehow these units have actually making it over there to Tipperary, amazingly. And Hope's Peak has got an axe. Yeah, like I'm building axes. It's not like I'm ignoring them. We're gonna get currency here too. Could start mining at Klondike. Well, I want to actually, I want to bring them back and improve this tile. Just have to move them for this turn. I would actually whip the axe if I could. Well, actually, it would cost 2 pop, but am I really working any important tiles here? Not really. Yeah, let's do that. Is that the... but if I wait 1 turn, I can avoid the swapping penalty. But I need the axe. But I need the axe this turn, don't I? I'll do it. It just only costs population. Unhappy for 39 turns. But I need the axe this turn, so... Alright, let's watch this roll. Oh, never mind, he didn't actually attack. Thought they would. Boy, they faked me out. Okay. Well, we need construction next, as I mentioned before. Wait, it's only 11 turns at 30% science? Wow. That's not bad at all. Okay, well, we do get some overflow from that, right? Because I 2-pop whipped that. Maybe we should actually get a barracks in here. That might not be the worst thing. Oh, that's right. It's because I finished calendar, so now I actually have some money. I'm break even at 30%. Need markets. Hey, Philistina, how about you start working on a market next? It'll be a 4-pop whip, but it'll be worth it. Get some of that money rolling in. Similarly, all your base needs a market too. That's the next whip here. Maybe we get another settler out of Hope's Peak then, because like we want to keep expanding. In particular, I want to get this spot going because it's got another gold tile. Klondike, I know it's going to make you grow slowly, but let's work that gold tile because that's a really good tile over the unimproved forest tile. So where did those units go anyway? I don't know. Backed off for whatever reason. Alright, well now I've got enough axes, that's for sure. Let me grab my spear. Oh, now Shaka's got... Yeah, I definitely need to go to construction. These AIs are heading in that direction. Okay, so we did get that jungle removed. And this unit can't attack them this turn. So I moved a spear into this city, so that spear can be prepared to deal with that chariot. Oh wait, look, Patty Cow is actually in position to get attacked. Okay, so we need to defend against that. I can't get a spear into that set, but I can get a war chariot in there. just to prevent that unit from slipping in there. Oh, I can get an... Never mind, I can do this too. Well, that's fine. It's not like Camp Nowhere is going to get attacked this turn. All right. There's enough units up there that I am definitely a little bit concerned about Ragnar. All right, he doesn't have... We have enough on our hands already, thank goodness. Probably just going to move here and pillage the... pillage that. So let's see, spears. Have one of you here. And one of you spears down here. Just for defense. Now you guys still operating in enemy territory. Let's move you here. Just so you can do something this turn. Something useful. Have to keep like shifting units around to defend here. At least if we were to be attacked at Philistina, we'd have like a 3-turn buffer. That would allow me to shift units over. 1, 2. Need to get this tile roaded actually, so they can move over more quickly. Almost turning into like a minor always war game here because of the AI pressure. Yeah, I actually did want to check to see if Mao would go for peace. That's a good request. Yes, I'm going to road this and then improve that. Yay, +1 gold. Xi'an having my religion. I believe it. I believe having your religion makes it slightly more likely to flip. Now look at these tiles. These are slowly moving in my favor too. I already have 42% culture on this tile, and that would certainly make it a lot safer because he wouldn't be able to move around in this territory. Well, we'll see. So I've got some spears in the area ready to hit this chariot, depending on where it goes. Might just move to my rice and pillage it, which would be annoying, but I've got workers there to fix that if that happens. Just like I'm defending that tile too. Oh, I'm actually close to getting this tile, which would be really big. Like if they can't put units on that tile, I'm so much safer, and I also get vision, like much better vision. I am still wondering where that stack went that was outside Camp Nowhere last turn. But let's see if he's willing to sign peace. Yay! All right, he just signed peace. Okay. All right, that works for me. Now we can stop frantically getting units out. I do want to shift some of these units over to like here so that they're in position to defend Philistina if we get attacked. And I am concerned about the fact that some of these AIs now have construction. Because that's not good. But we need to push markets right now. Like that's our next thing to emphasize. Two Fish, Too Furious has expanded borders. Well, it's actually almost finished the workboat. Still better to chop it to completion, but I'll get a decent amount of overflow into the second workboat, which will be nice. I want both workboats finished, and then I'll go granary after that. All right, so you guys can now finally go back to what you were doing before. He moved these units up, but it's like now they can't actually attack. But like that's the danger is my cities have like this awesome culture, but once the defenses can be dropped with bombardment units, then it gets dangerous. Hey, Imperial Agent. I'm glad you were able to catch the stream. And again, the more time I have to get units over here, the better. We almost have the walls ready to go. All right. So let's do a little zone positioning. This spot, like right here next to Klondike, is a good spot to put some units. There's where his stack is. He's got a mini stack over here. Because like from here I can shift them to here. I can move over to Philistina. I can move to Paddy Cow within 2 turns. This is a good tile to be on. Like I still need some actual units up on the front lines, but and the war chariots can get wherever they need to be like instantly. Like the big thing about grabbing these tiles is he can't like be in his territory and then instantly move next to my city on the first turn of the war. He can only move, like he can't be right next to my city immediately. At least not with slow movers. So anyway, that's going to be helpful. Okay, so I want to make sure we keep like an axe spear pair in some of these cities, but yeah, you can stay there. But we'll keep like a mobile reserve down here. Ready to go. Yeah, Dan Quayle was a couple months ago. It was a good concept, didn't quite work in the end. And I should try to have a unit or 2 here as well, just so I can instantly move into Paddy Cow if it gets threatened. Paddy Cow. Look at Paddy Cow. 10 production per turn. Not too bad. Construction will also be nice just for road movement over rivers. Oh, this is still 5 pop. So we'll have to 4 pop whip this at size 8, I think. I also need, you know what, actually, if I'm going to do these big whips, I should get into organized religion because it'll make the whips significantly cheaper to do. Because like I'll get the plus 25%. So I probably want to swap into Judaism. And because I have, all my cities are Jewish now except Hope's Peak. So like I do lose a little bit of culture from like cities that have multiple religions, but that's not too much. Like losing the holy city culture from Buddhism is not really relevant right now. So yeah, I think getting into organized religion would be helpful. Shaka can definitely declare war by now. I'm definitely concerned about him. Fortunately, he's still reading We Have Nothing to Gain. He's got 0 gold per turn. I was hoping I could maybe sell someone a resource for money, but they all are so poor. Their economies suck because they're all running huge militaries. Like, I can't see their tech trees right now, but I'm sure that they super beelined construction because of their tech preferences. Also, their costs are way lower because, you know, not only is it Monarch difficulty, their costs are lower because they have so few cities. Like, let's look at the city count real quick. So Mao has the most cities of the AI. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He has 7 cities. Shaka has 5. Napoleon has 4, and Ragnar has 5. So like they're just so small, they're gonna get outscaled by me enormously as the game goes on. This is probably the point in time where they are the most dangerous, like right now in the state of the game. The longer the game goes on, the weaker they're gonna be relative to me, because they're not going to be growing, they're not gonna get any stronger, whereas I'm gonna keep planting cities, and I'm gonna keep taking over more and more territory by conquest. Like Xi'an is probably going to be the first city that flips to me. It's going to be it's not under too much pressure now, but when Hope's Peak, Paddy Cow, and Camp Nowhere, when they hit the 60% borders, which you get at 750 culture, like that's a ways away, but we will get there in time. Like it says 80 turns. I'll be able to probably do it in 50 turns because culture is going to keep popping up. When they all hit 60 culture, Xi'an's going to be doomed because all 3 cities will be expanding culture onto Xi'an's tile. Now, long term, we're not going to keep Xi'an. We're going to move it. I could move it. Is this a legal spot? Yeah, this is probably where we want the next spot to go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Yeah. Let me just mark this now for the future. So we would not keep Xi'an. We would get rid of it and we'd replace it with the city here because that pushes on Hangzhou and Shanghai much more efficiently. Just like we're probably not going to keep Guangzhou here either, long term. Okay. So we managed to make it through that war, okay? Don't want to stop. Oh, we don't want to stop producing units. So this city, I want it to grow to size. By the way, I need to get courthouses at some point too, but construction comes first for military safety. Here we go. So we want to grow to size 8, and then I will swap off the market, and I will get a settler, and that settler will go over here for this spot. Great engineer. That's what I was hoping he wouldn't get, but the good news is he'll waste it on some wonder that doesn't matter. The only next one that really matters is Sistine. I don't think I'll have marble in time to get that, but I'll have to just start building it anyway once it becomes available. As I said, I have to go for... If there's another good thing, it's that these AI's tech preferences are so military heavy, they will probably skip going for music for a while. But yeah, after I can get... I'm going to need to get Code of Law. I need to get construction for safety. Then we probably go Code of Laws, because I really am going to need courthouses pretty badly. After that, we probably push for music. Or at the very least, we push for drama, because I want theaters. Okay. Yeah, you guys can just chill in there for right now. Is that cottage done yet? Almost, next turn. Right, so you hang out there. And you hang out there. And then the rest of the units can chill on this tile. So yeah, just putting guys on zone defense. I would feel safer if I could get some units over by Philistina as well. Although I guess the units here could shift over there in 1, 2. They could be there in 3 turns. So that's enough time to get over there. Oh, hey, Mal, what you doing with this stack? You can't declare on me. Any chance you're going after Napoleon? Or, well, he's not going... I was going to say Ragnar, but they're same religion, so... He's in love with Ragnar. He won't declare on him. Alright, so you... And I think now's a good time to pop into organized religion. And also pop into Judaism. Now, they're going to like me even less because I've just swapped into a different religion. Fortunately, Napoleon and Ragnar are not too... None of them are that big on religion, fortunately. So, like, this was a 5-pop whip. Now it goes down to a 4-pop whip. So, that's nice. And this is a 4-pop whip as well. Alright, so now that these workers are done here, they're going to shift down here. And I might actually improve that before this city even gets founded. We'll see. Or I could actually, maybe they go down to the capital and... Or I could send them up here to improve Tipperary, but there's not really that many tiles to improve at Tipperary, honestly. Just the furs, really. Need to send a workboat out for that, but that can wait. Do I have options to pressure with religion? Yes, religion will help for sure. Start roading to the... Yeah, that's probably what they do. Because I think there's enough tiles improved here. This city's going to be getting whipped, and it's going to lose a fair portion of its population as a result of that whip. So what are we looking at as far as military? I'm at 165 to 182. That's doable. That's not too bad. Apparently I'm tied now in crop yield. Surprised that I'm tied in crop yield, given how many more cities I have. I guess some of the cities are a little small. We'll see. Alright, so we got another axe there. I want you to get one more missionary for Hope's Peak. Because we've got a temporary breather here. I do not need a market in this city, as very low commerce potential. I wonder if Shaka would be willing to sign open borders. Nope, doesn't like me enough. Maybe I could send him I'll take 3 gold per turn for the spices, though. The AI cheats with happiness, so it doesn't benefit that much. Like, I'm not going to give them a resource for 1 gold per turn, but if I can get something... I'll sell them corn for 2 gold per turn. That also maybe helps out with the you have supplied us with years of resources thing. Alright, you have no money. He only has 1 gold per turn. 6.66 maintenance, yeah. Alright. So we have 3 axes. We're a little low on spears over here. We could probably use 1 more spear over here. Let's do that just for safety's sake. Did want to get that missionary, but this is probably better. Okay. Base production 10 per turn. So I was mostly focused on organized religion for use in whipping, but like it does help for situations like this. Like we do get an extra production point here. And well, here we don't have enough to make a difference. Boy, this city's actually, this is just a like whip the city, if that makes sense. Build cottages and whip off of them. Let's shift you over there. I don't need to research alphabet at all in this game. It's not needed at all for me. I'll need them for spies eventually. I need it for spies eventually, I guess. That's about it. It just doesn't do that much for me because tech trading's turned off, as I often do in these games. All right. Okay, so yeah, you're going to grow, and then I'm swapping you to a settler and then whipping that settler. But I wanted you to hit size 8 first. So like if I highlight alphabet here, it enables tech trading, but of course that's turned off. Spies can build research. Not really useful for what I have here. We're going to go... No, I mean, we'll pick it up eventually, but it's not that useful right now. So I've got roughly even odds between prophet, scientist, and engineer. I would most prefer the engineer because I want to hold an engineer long-term for creative construction. Or mining... not mining, in creative construction. Where is it? Here it is. And that's going to be the toughest one. Like, I will definitely be able to get a scientist and an artist to found the other corporations. Sid Sushi is a merchant. I'll probably get the economics merchant for that. And then a scientist, there's a gazillion scientists. I can probably get the physics scientist for that. But it's going to be tough to get an engineer for creative construction. So like I said, that'll be a little bit tricky. All right, so that's one workboat done. We can actually finish the second workboat like almost immediately. All right, and now these guys can go ahead and work on this. Just check on the AIs to see if they have we have enough on our... Oh, wow. Looks like Shaka's gonna be a problem. We better be prepared for incoming Shaka. All right, that's great. All right, so the good news is we've cleared out. Yeah, he's actually, yeah, so he's going to be coming probably pretty quickly. Let's start shifting some of these units over there. I don't want to send everything over there, but I want to send some forces. I think I'm going to need spears. At least he doesn't have... I was like, at least he doesn't have ivory. Okay. I was like, why does Napoleon have elephants? He doesn't have ivory. Well, that's why he has ivory. Thank you, Napoleon. At least he didn't supply Mao with ivory while that war was going on. It's like, great. Okay, well, so what do we have here? Axe, spear. Axe, spear. Shift like one other spear over there. And the chariots, of course, because they're like mobile defense. Might as well start moving now, because they'll be over there soon enough. And we just got to hope that one of the other AIs doesn't pounce while Shaka's doing his thing. And we're also not that far away from... Oh, wow. We're almost break even at 40% now. Nice. And we'll have construction, so... We'll need that to be able to hit his stacks. So if he attacks right now, he would set up shop here. He would bombard and just cover this unit in case there's a chariot racing out of the fog next turn. All right. Yeah, so that looks good there for now. Getting ready to whip that market. Same story here. Just want the whip counter to wear off. Let's have these guys... Let's have them improve another cottage or two at the capital, and then they'll work on it. Actually, you know what? We can road this tile. I was going to say roading it doesn't matter, but it actually does matter because we'll have construction finished by the time they get over there. So it'll save a turn of movement, I think. Probably. Because you need to switch over to a settler. Get ready to whip that for 3 pop. He'll attack across the river, and I am in a city on a hill, so I'm not too worried, but it's going to be annoying. Assuming he attacks next turn, which he is, of course. Well, if you're wondering why I made sure to clear out these tiles, that's why. Remove that defensive cover. So the question is, do we attack right away or do we defend? And it looks pretty clearly like we defend here. I don't have the units to attack out of the city. As we know, he'll bombard it down to like 5%, but that'll give me time to get units in the city. And he'll be attacking across the river onto a hill, so we should be able to slaughter his units. Getting closer to taking control of this tile. And these tiles, which would be really nice. Sure would love to take away the ivory from Mao, but it seems like all the AIs have ivory, or trading it to the other AIs. It's not exactly fun. But yeah, since he has to attack at a disadvantage, we should be okay. Famous last words. Yeah, construction allows bridges, correct. So I'll go ahead and do this first. We're actually up to 172 beakers per turn when we're at 100% science. Yeah, you can see when we're at max science, we have so much more beakers than anyone else. Granted, this does include culture, so you have to take it with a slight grain of salt. But like even if we go to break even, which I guess is 30% right now, we're still well above. We're still like 50% above that rival best, and someone's rival worst at 51. So okay, 2 fish, 2 furious. Yep. So it'll be able to work double. This is going to be a pretty good city. Can work both of these, and then it can work this tile. It can even work the sheep while we're waiting on this city to get planted. Stagnation. The aptly titled Stagnation. At some point, I'm going to have to run a unit down here to see. I should have had the chariot check what was going on down here, but of course I was in a war at the time, so. Yeah, they all like each other too much to go to war. Yes, Moai. Yes, that's the Moai city. Yes, Sleeping Roger. 100% right. This is the Moai city for sure. So yeah, the best way to build this. So yeah, we'll be able to put like whip overflow into it. That's kind of what the ideal is. We want to get the granary done, and then we can put the whip overflow to it. Wow, there's gonna be a really good city with Moai. Like it'll be able to work the hill tiles, even giving this resource away, which we'll have to do. It's gonna be a darn good ship. Build a trireme to protect. Well, we'll see if he. Let's see if he actually builds any. If he comes to try to pillage that, we can build a trireme. I'll have warning ahead of time if he does try to build a fish unit. So he took out 8% of the defenses. No surprise there. All right, let's wait. Do we wait one more turn? I guess we wait one more turn just for the whip penalty. It doesn't really matter. Let's just do that now. Of course, we lost the farm again on the wheat, but we'll get it back. So I could improve more tiles here, but Hope's Peak already has like an excess of improved tiles, and we're clearly not going to get that wheat reconnected in the immediate future. So let's go down here and help out Paddy Cow instead, while we have a rare opportunity to have peace on the border with Mao. Now I actually don't want to chop this tile because now it gives me defensive cover if I try to attack Xi'an. So now I actually don't want to get rid of that. But what I can do is come down here and finish that cottage, so I have another improved tile to work instead of these unimproved tiles down here. All right, so we've got an extra spear. Might as well come up here and help out. Again, I don't think he's going to have much success punching through here. I'm not really worried about any one AI. I'm more worried about multiple AIs attacking together. Like having to fight off attacks from several quarters. But for right now, we're down. We only are dealing with the one. So losing that resource caused me to be unhealthy in the capital. That's a little sad. But that's why we're working on connecting the sheep. And we do have the fish. Do we have deer connected? No. And we can connect this deer resource. I might do that next, just to give me another point of health. Obviously losing the wheat cost me more health. All right. He'll attack when it gets down to like 8% or something. I'd actually prefer him not to take forever to do that. Look at Mao. How much longer does our peace treaty last for? He still hates me. I can see that here. Hasn't worn out already, has it? I'm not sure. I thought the peace treaty lasted for the same length of time, but I could be wrong. All right, there we go. 2 fish, 2 fear. Oh, I should have done this one first because it's got 2 commerce as opposed to 1. Oh well. Just grow, grow, grow as fast as you can. There we go. So we can finish construction, and I think we should. That'll allow me to start getting a couple catapults ready. Even as I work on markets in like my core cities. Like, I like the priest specialist, but I like the scientist specialist more. All right, yeah, let's connect that, and we'll connect this for the health, purely for health. Where's that settler? In here? Okay. I probably should have more than just a warrior here, because these chariots could race out of the fog and attack that city, and axes wouldn't help. Let's just put at least 1 spear in this city. I mean, I do have a spear about to finish, but let's not be stupid here. Priest specialists give better RNG rolls. Okay. So we will whip this as soon as it's... because the whip duration's worn off there. All right, let's see if he attacks. I think he's going to bombard for another turn or 2, though. I mean, I'd like it if he attacks. All right. Next up, I think, is Code of Laws. Or no. Next up is horseback riding, so we can get elephants into the mix. I want to make sure that I have the ability to train elephants. How close is this? Okay, so I can whip these catapults. Yeah, I can do this and it would still be a 2-pop whip, right? Yes, I can do this and it's still a 2-pop whip. Okay. Yeah, you chill there. You go back there, just so we have a spear in each city. You're coming over here. Okay, so we finished the sheep. So if I move here this turn, next turn the settler moves here, road, road. Okay, yeah. So it is still worthwhile to road this tile. I was just checking to make sure I wasn't wasting worker turns by doing that. So now we've connected sheep. Now we're no longer unhealthy in the capital. Getting ready to whip that market. So this city can whip the market, but it might be better to wait. Do I want to wait until it's close to growing is the only thing? Yeah, I guess so. Trade the extra fish to someone. I mean, I can try. I don't know if anyone has much money available, though. They're all at like 0 per turn. They're all like researching. Yeah, I mean, I'm not just going to give them the fish. This isn't a Realms Beyond Pit Boss game where you just get gifted fish to signal that you want peace. All right, that is not breaking through those defenses. Not even a little bit. Okay, so now Patty Cow has a cottage to work. Camp Nowhere is almost done with this. It's slowly getting off that whip penalty. Hey, I'm going to 2-pot whip that catapult next turn. Oh, I am going to need a defender for that backline city. So let's grab this warrior who otherwise doesn't have a purpose and have him come down here just for happiness. Police. So Shaka will be attacking. Maybe not either this turn or next turn he's going to attack. One more turn. So normally I would say no, but this is why I'm spiritual. I can say yes, and I can just pop back again. Now he's all... Oh, man, he's all the way up to pleased. Now he will declare war at pleased, but... So we just flip back in 5 turns. Okay. Can we get him to do something for us, just out of curiosity, now that he's pleased? Alright. He would actually declare war on Mao, but we have nothing to give him. I would love to see that happen. So he will attack on this upcoming turn. I don't think he's going to have too much success. We actually can do horseback riding in 16 turns at 0% science because of those representation beakers. So now I definitely don't want to whip this because I'm not getting the organized religion benefit. So now I've got to wait to get back into organized religion before I whip these markets. That's okay, though. It allows me to grow a little bit more pop in Philistina, so it's not that bad. So we're going to need a name for this city that's about to get planted, by the way. Just as like a heads up. Yeah, Hope Peak's working on its best tiles right now. All right, so we got that connected. Now let's finish these cottages at the capital, because as much as I like running these scientist specialists, I would rather be training more cottages, like be building more cottages. Check the peace treaty duration with Napoleon now. Good question. Four turns. It should say somewhere. I can't see. I'm assuming you mean with Mao, right? Alright, he doesn't have we have enough. He doesn't have we have enough on our hands already, though, which is good. Alright, so I've got a little bit of extra worker labor here. So we jump off that catapult. So we're going to do this, and then we're going to overflow into a second catapult, because we're going to need some catapults, just on defensive duty. So I'd like to... Actually, what I most want to do is reconnect the wheat over there. 2 Fish, 2 Furious is going to grow insanely fast with the double tiles here. I actually have more resources than I can use over here. Oh, Klondike. Klondike can use some improvement. Let's, you know what, you guys, while we're waiting on Shaka to go away, let's actually improve. Let's farm this, because Klondike can legit use a farm on this tile. And the chop will accelerate the development of 2 Fish, 2 Furious. I'll put the chop into 2 Fish, 2 Furious. So let's get down there. While, I mean, that's actually totally wasted, because we're going to probably farm over that later, but whatever. Just they can do something this turn. Golden Fleece. I like Golden Fleece as the name. No, oh yeah, you're right. Klondike can't work it. You're right. You are correct. That said, I'm probably still going to do that anyway. Probably still going to do that anyway. Yep, tiles can only work. Yeah. I just misread it, unfortunately. So Camp Nowhere grows fast. It has no production whatsoever, but it does grow pretty fast. And it'll actually be a decent commerce city in time. It'll need a long time to grow cottages, but eventually, someday. Let's keep using this interval with Peace of Mal to clear out some of these tiles around our... Boy, I'd really like to clear the jungle from these tiles. I don't know how safe it is to do that. We're at peace, but as I said, I don't know how safe that is. Well, we're at peace, so now's the time to do it. We should be flipping control of some of these tiles soon. This one I thought we were going to get, but then it stubbornly has stayed under Mao's control. I think Shanghai popped out to an extra border ring or something. These ones by Xi'an are definitely heading in my favor. Really need to get theaters in place. I feel like I have to be militarily safe first. Like, I really want to go for drama and run artist specialists, because like an artist specialist would be worth a lot of culture right now. Clearing out the jungle by Camp Nowhere. Yeah. It's, as I said, it's not safe, but as long as he's saying we just don't like you enough. Okay, so here's the main action. Let's see Shaka's attack. His horse archers will hit my spears. His swords will hit my axes. We've got the city bonus, the fortify bonus, and the hill bonus. I think we'll be okay. Well, he also has to attack, which he didn't end up doing there. He will, though. He will. Ha. More religion. I thought for sure he would attack, but it looks like he stopped to bomb. Oh, no, he pulled away. He actually stopped. Huh. I thought for sure he was going to attack, and instead he turned around and walked away. That is about the most un-Shaka-like behavior you'll ever see. In fact, I really wanted him to attack, because he was just going to lose his whole stack and achieve nothing. Well, this is not good. Is there any chance we can pay him to attack Mao? Because that would sure be nice to take a little pressure off me right now. Because Mao's getting ready to attack. And Ragnar's getting ready to attack. Okay, well, this is... Let's just say I'm glad I'm going for horseback riding. Shaka bravely ran away. The AI is usually not smart enough to move to avoid attacking across the river. Usually they're not smart enough to do that. This could be a little bit rough here. Fortunately, Tipperary's almost got those walls done. If it has walls in these units, it'll be okay unless there's catapults, which there might be. Yeah, it would be really nice to be able to move this army away. Now, Napoleon would also attack here. Wait, he doesn't have declare war. Okay, so I don't have to worry about Napoleon. I wish I could see how much money I have to pay him to get him to go to war. Because, like, he would... what this is telling me is he would be willing to declare war on Mao if... Could you spare this for a good friend? Sorry. Like, apparently there's some amount of money that he would be willing to. Could you spare this for a good friend? Okay. I'm just trying to think through where to position. It's not so much any one, because, like, Philistinia, of course, is not really well defended right now. Well, anyway, let's finish up with this first. Get Golden Fleece down. So first up is, oh, we've even got a floodplains tile over there. Nice. We actually need to farm this floodplains tile because this is a somewhat low food city, and the gold tile is a no, doesn't have any food on it. So we actually need to get rid of that, or farm that floodplains tile. Come on, get rid of the sign. All right. So that's what I'm gonna have these guys go do. Farming floodplains takes forever. So economically, we're in good shape. Militarily, it could be a little dicier though. Like, it's just not good that he can move like right onto this tile or this tile and threaten the city. And I have to defend both Paddy Cow and Camp Nowhere. Again, I can probably deal with Shaka and Mao just fine. I just don't want to deal with Shaka and Mao and Ragnar simultaneously. That's when it starts to get really dicey. But at least I have catapults now. So I can hit incoming stacks with catapults and then clean up. As long as they're not on defensive terrain. That's the big if. Mao doesn't appear to have catapults yet, as far as I can tell. So I can't quite revolt yet. 4 more turns. So I can't quite flip yet. With catapults you can, it's true. Catapults can work miracles. Look at that, 5 turns to grow with no granary on epic speed. Not bad. I'm just trying to think things through. What I really need is just to start assembling units over here. Because I'm having to defend in, like, here, I have to defend heavily. I have to defend this area heavily. And then if Ragnar attacks, I'm also going to have to defend this area heavily. I don't suppose I'm lucky enough that one of them could actually attack someone else, right? I mean, it's not impossible. But I wouldn't say it's good. So where was she? Yeah, I mean, Mal just hates me, which makes sense. I mean, also, geez, look at that espionage ratio. He's put 600 espionage points against me. He's invested 18 with Napoleon and 648 against me. Okay. 18, 22, 0, 648. Okay, buddy. Are all the other AIs just as one-sided? Yep. So this is a way that, well, actually, he is invested with Shaka at least. But this is a way the AI cheats. Like 20 against the AI, 700 against the player. Come on. All right. So we're going to move these guys up here to be in a position to defend Camp Nowhere. You are not going to try to put a cottage on the border here, as much as I'd like to do so, because I don't think I can defend you. And also defend the city. I don't think I can do that, much as I would like to. At least this tile's going to flip to me relatively soon, because it's first ring for me. And these aren't far from flipping over either, which would also be nice. Okay, so these workers I can free up to do something else. Maybe I'll just shift these over here to help out with Golden Fleece. Philistina / Golden Fleece. I sure would like to chop this, like get rid of this jungle would be nice. Something like that. Yep, clearing out that defensive terrain is important, but I just don't seem to have the time to do it right now. So let's bring these guys back up here to, because like if Shaka, no, Shaka's just probably just going to move to one of these other tiles and attack. I'm not willing to like move units away from that tile just yet. Let's move this over by Camp Nowhere though. The Shaka situation's under control. For now at least. Alright, we'll do this. This will help Two Fish Too Furious with its granary, even if nothing else. Even if it's not useful for anything else. Alright. So we can do horseback riding in 2 turns of research, if we can get the gold for it. Like, yeah, they're like, you might want a worker here. I was like, no. No, we're good. I mean, this certainly looks like he's getting ready to launch an attack there. Every indication are that he's coming. But he doesn't have catapults, which means he'd have to break a 60% cultural defense city, so I don't need too much here to stop that. I would need 2 spear, probably... I need 1 spear and probably 3 axes, and that's it. Which I think we can do. Might have to delay the market to get more units out. Yeah, the good news is if he doesn't have construction, and it doesn't look like he does, that he can't really break this city. It's just too much cultural defense. Or he really wants to protect the worker. I mean, I guess that's possible too. Alright, so let's chop this first. And let's chop this. That would certainly help in finishing the market. I'm not sure where I'm going to be attacked, so I'm going to put catapults in like strategic reserve over here. Yep, so Shaka did in fact do what you guys said he would, which was to move over here. He's definitely going to attack. Now this has given my units more time to get the fortified bonus. Oh, he would declare war on Ragnar or Mao. Well, Ragnar would be pointless. He can't reach him, but Mao. Could you spare this for a good friend? I might as well ask. Yeah, Mao's starting to stack up a lot of units. The good news is I'm not that far behind. I'm not that far behind any of the AIs individually. It's just like, it's them tag teaming me that's the issue. Would be the concern. Tipperary, just hold down the fort over there. Let's see the Shaka attack coming. Alright, so I'm working on my good tiles there. Hopefully I'll be able to get peace with Shaka and reconnect this. Did he not attack? I guess he didn't. Okay. Wasn't expecting that. So Klondike, you might as well build units, because you're going to be the heroic epic city, as we know. Not much else for you to do. What is Shaka doing? Oh, he bombarded it. Okay. That explains. That makes total sense. Alright, how many more turns until I can swap back to Judaism? 2 more turns. I'm going to save gold until I make it there, just in case I can bribe Napoleon into a war. I have no idea. Like, I wish he could tell me how much gold he needed. Because, like, I don't know if I'm close or if I'm, like, not even remotely close. I genuinely don't know. Also, this chop will finish once I'm in organized religion, which is the whole goal there. Alright, so catapult there. I'm ready to whip this, but again, I need to be in organized religion or else it's a big waste. Because I get a much bigger bonus. I get the plus 25%. Alright, well, we're trying to get catapults out. Hopefully I've got a few more turns before Mao declares, which he's certainly going to. I'm just hoping I can deal with Shaka's attack and then shift over to deal with these guys. That's my hope anyway. Alright, here we go. So there's the catapult with its collateral damage. We did kill it. Got a good roll. It's 6 units got collateraled. Alright, but again, we've got all these defensive bonuses, so we should just be able to slaughter everything. Oh, did the sword actually win? Okay. That was a little unlucky, I think. Really? Okay. Of course he withdraws from combat. Not as good as I was hoping for. I mean, we'll still clean up what's left over, but... Let's see the ones I lost. Alright, so I won a 80% there. That was an 18% and he retreated. So he won this one at 43. Those aren't terrible odds. So he won a 25% and a 42%. Like, not ridiculous odds or anything like that. Still, a little disappointing. I think losing 1 unit would have been the, like, median outcome there. Alright, so we can kill this. We just have to get rid of that unit, and then we'll definitely mop up the 2 behind it. So I'll take the 70%, I think. Yeah, I'll take the 70% odds. Is better. Alright, okay. For some reason, the game decided we needed to jump to the other side of the map. And then it's an easy mop up on these last 2. So it's just who do I want to give the XP to, basically. So there's an axe at 1 out of 2. So we want to get that to 2 out of 2 to promote. Again, I don't quite know why it wants me to jump over there, but okay. There's a spear at 4 out of 5. Let's get that spear to 5 XP. But I want this guy to heal, I think. So let's get this guy to 2 XP then. So overall, still good. Like we killed, I don't know, 8 or 9 units from Shaka and lost 2. So it's still a good trade, but not ideal. Like it could have been, basically it just could have been better. That's all. All right. Still trying to finish up with this. So we need the medic unit in there. And we almost lost that war chariot. Also, we want to get this guy to 10 XP so we can start the heroic epic. All right, this guy's full health. Let's start moving this guy. Also 0 XP, but that's life. All right, this guy is also promoted, so let's move him. Start moving him too. He's full health. Just start shifting over here. Well, on the plus side, like I said, we can now kill units in Xi'an. And this tile's almost been cleared out, or almost flipped to us culturally. Yeah, it really wants me to use that worker, apparently. So I'm going to cancel this so that the chop does not happen until after I'm in organized religion. Chop and then cancel the chop for next turn. Alright, so I've cottage every tile that's a grassland tile except that one. And again, we're going to flip next. By the way, this city has so much culture, it's pretty crazy. So let's go up here, road this. 2 Fish, 2 Furious gets its chop. Oh, I probably should have waited on that. Oh, well, I'm not going to reload, but like I probably should have waited on that to get the organized religion bonus, which it would have gotten, but oh, well, that's okay. Need to get that finished so I can start filling up the food box. Okay. And while we're here, we're going to farm this, even though Klondike, of course, can't actually use it right this minute. Actually, I should probably... Boy, this city just needs food so badly. I wish it could steal this tile or this tile, but out of range. Connect the deer. Well, I don't actually need health right now. None of my cities... Well, I guess the capital's going to need health. Yeah, that's more useful than farming a tile that's not needed. Yeah, I can have them come down and work on the... connect the deer. That makes sense. That's a better suggestion. Alright. So Shaka still won't talk. Alright, I don't think he's going to be willing to declare war on it. We actually managed to finish the walls. That's pretty amazing. So now we're going to go for the library here, just to get some more culture going. Poor Tipperary. Okay. So we're going to ask Napoleon one more time. If he's willing to go after... He will not, unfortunately, because he will not be pleased as soon as we flip religions, which we're going to do now. So yeah. Now, one of the things that's really unfortunate about this game is that all the AIs are running religions different from what I'm running. And that's happening because the AIs founded 2 religions, which again is super unlikely. Can you imagine a world where Mao did not found Hinduism? He never would have had a self-founded religion, so he probably would have adopted one of my religions. And similarly, Shaka went for Confucianism very early. But like if they don't have their own domestic religions, they probably would be running my religion, and then they probably wouldn't be as willing to go to war with me. So, as I said, that's a little unlucky. Anyway, so we just wrecked Shaka. Actually, I can probably get that wheat tile reconnected because he just lost his whole army up there. All right, so let's go ahead and chop this. That'll knock this down to a much easier whip. I'll whip it next turn, and it will not cost nearly as much pop. Then we're probably going to have to get some units whipped out of that city after that. All right, so we'll just do horseback riding now. And let's see, you need to go here. We can whip this turn. All right, that works for me. Keep working those cottages. That market's going to be nice. More happiness from the market too. Now remember, I am still dealing with Shaka. I can't like leave that front completely exposed. I think my next whip here is an elephant, just so I have like one top defender. Won't get defensive bonuses, but this is epic speed, yeah. All right, so things are coming along pretty nicely, all told. This city's going to be pretty good. I should probably chop the granary here. Like as soon as this floodplains is done, I should probably just chop out the granary because we're going to. Oh, I need to get Judaism into the city though, to power any chops or whips. Well, we'll be able to do that. Maybe I can put some of this overflow on all your base. I might need a military unit though. Maybe we put the overflow into a missionary. We'll see, because I do want, or I could just keep my fingers crossed that religion spreads there on its own. We'll see. There's a decent chance I'm about to be attacked by one of these two, and then I'm going to have bigger problems than being worried about getting religion into a brand new city. But like this city doesn't even have a barracks, so. Okay, yeah, there's a lot of overflow, so we'll just get the missionary from there. For right now, catapult for now. Actually, no, wealth. We'll do wealth, and then we'll put the overflow into. We'll put the overflow into an elephant next turn. But if I build wealth, I can preserve the overflow. Is he still? Yeah, he's still got enough on his hands right now. And Mao, I think, does too. Yep. Okay. But yeah, really had to stop pushing culture as hard as I would have liked because of the need to make sure I'm safe and the ability to defend myself. So he still refuses to talk. Whatever. So I do still need to get another city out down here for stagnation. I'll see if I can squeeze out a settler from one of these cities somewhere. Really wish I had civil service to push to be able to spread irrigation to Klondike. I'm like halfway to another great general. So I think I wanted these units over here just to be ready to reinforce Camp Nowhere. Man, it would be nice if this tile would flip to my control. Would sure be nice, but not in the cards just yet. Maybe I should start building some monasteries here. But at least the whip duration is almost worn off. If I can get some war elephants, I'll be reasonably safe. Because 8 strength war elephants are, like most of these enemy armies are swords and axes. War elephants will deal quite well with them. And war elephants are also great against chariots. Like, they just laugh at chariots. Because, like, this force here is very chariot heavy. I only have one spear in that city, though. I need to get another spear in there just because there's so many chariots running around. Double spears are needed just in case one would lose in, like, a bad dice roll. Because that can happen, right? You have one bad dice roll, they kill a spear at 1% odds, and then all of a sudden it's 4 axes defending. You always want to try to insulate yourself from bad luck like that. Anyway, apparently Ragnar is really weak. Look how small his cities are. Maybe I guess he's lacking in happiness resources. Yeah, that's his problem. He can't grow his cities. Oh, look at this, you guys. I was wondering why his score was so low. He's got incense, and that's it. And he probably doesn't even have construction, so he can't grow his cities. None of them are over size 4. That's really sad. Whereas Mao's doing better because he does have resources, and he actually has the most, and he also has the most territory. Shaka's got that ivory. I swear, if I could get that ivory away from him. Can you attack from the Camp Nowhere northeast into China's Tao if you don't actually move a unit? Yes, as long as I don't actually move a unit into his territory, it's fine. Like, if there's a stack, I can kill units in the stack as long as I'm not, like, officially moving into the territory. At least that's how I interpret it. And it's my game, so I get to make up the rules. Okay, so we're whipping the market here. And then the overflow, probably going to put into an elephant. Now, do I improve this tile? I'm not going to work this tile, so it's probably not worth it. Let's see if we can let's see if we can do some work for Golden Fleece instead. We'll work on chopping that granary. You guys can just chill here. This is about as many units as I want on the anti-Shaka field. So let's keep the Medic War Chariot there for like one more turn and then start moving over. And you guys are coming back to reconnect that wheat because Shaka apparently is backed off now. All right, good timing here. So I want to get the granary chopped and then I'm going to improve the gold tile. Oh yeah, Two Fish, Two Furious can actually whip its granary, and it's worthwhile to do this because it'll fill up this allows it to start filling up the food box faster, and we can also what do I want to work on here next? Maybe a workboat to go over here. It's the only city right now that can build a workboat for Tipperary. That would also allow us to scout out the coastline as it moved up here. Oh yeah, or Moai. Well, I should put the whip overflow into Moai. Like anytime you whip something, you put the overflow into Moai. And then after that, you build the next item. So yeah. We'll put the overflow into Moai and then build a workboat for Tipperary. It'll take a long time to get there, but that'll at least give Tipperary a 4 food tile. So it'll actually be able to start doing stuff. If I can get Tipperary to size 3, I might 2-pop whip a worker. Just so it has, well... The problem is there's not really much I could do. I could connect the furs, but that's about it. I don't know what else I would do here with a worker. Like, there's no irrigation, so I can't farm. I guess I could build cottages, but, like, it's not a good commerce city. I almost would rather save the forest until I have lumber mills available. Anyway. Whew. Okay, so the good news is I was able to last long enough to make my way to geez, if I can talk, to horseback riding. So I do have elephants online, and that's the military safety I needed. So let's head up the we'll head up the top line of the tree now. I could get Statue of Zeus. That would be pretty hilarious. I don't know if it's worthwhile to do that, but I do have ivory, so I'll think about it. Shwedagon Pile, all religious civics. I don't think there's any religious civics that help me that much. Like, free religion's not going to be that good. Alright, so as we said, overflow into Moai. Get that double overflow. Yeah, I managed to get more turns of peace than I was expecting here. So your overflow now goes into the War Elephant. I also need to get this tile improved. Because I really don't want the cottage. I really just want the production here. At some point, I need to get forges as well. I can make a national park in Tipperary. Let's put it this way. By the time we have national parks available, the borders are not going to be here. They're going to be pushed in quite a bit. And we're going to have a city. We'll just put the sign down now. Now, this city maybe, but not Tipperary. Yeah, this actually sets up really nice. A city here will put perfect pressure on these two cities and allow us to keep pushing in, not just from the south, but also from the west as well. It's too bad I couldn't get a city over here, but I don't know how I ever would have defended that against Shaka. It just, that was probably a bridge too far, and I'm glad I didn't invest resources in trying to make that happen. All right, so as I said, I need another spear in this city, just for safety's sake. So that he can't hit me out of the fog. Again, I'd love to get more cottages here. I just don't know how I can do it safely right now. The super long whip duration has almost worn off here, which is pretty nice. I think I'm going to two-pop whip Hindu monastery. Now, the Hindu monastery might seem weird, but I need a place to be able to train Hindu missionaries long term. Let's turn research. Oh, look at this. 54 gold per turn. Oh my god, we're rich. We're almost up to break even at 40%. So yeah, we do need to get courthouses, don't get me wrong, but I want to get a little military out first for safety's sake. I want to get a few elephant out here too. I mean, it's not going to happen fast because this city only has whipping for production, but sooner or later. Oh, there's a Shaka scout here. Okay. Well, goodbye. I was like, what? There's a military unit on this tile? Well, okay. Fortunately, I have enough happiness that I can move a unit out of the city and doesn't get upset. Okay. So let's see. I need 14 more production. Let's do this. 2 turns. And then we'll wait until the missionary is in the city. And then we'll finish the chops. Oh, we can do the cottage chop. That'll work. We can just do the cottage chop. So we finish the cottage at the same time. Alright, I don't know how safe this is, but we're still going to try to farm this. I guess I can cover them with some units. And why don't you hang out here, just so I have a axe defender in the city. I wanted to road this tile, and then I'm going to chop this as well. The double chops will finish the granary and golden fleece, but I want the organized religion bonus when I do that. Great General is still a ways away. We're only, well, I guess we're like 2/3 of the way. This next one will probably be used for a Medic 3 unit. Well, I don't know. I don't know if I really need a Medic 3 unit. It might just be better to keep stacking up in Klondike for a future heroic epic. This city is so sad right now, but trust me, it will be a very good city someday. It will be one day. With 4, we're going to have like all these flatland tiles will be farmed, and then all these hill tiles will be mined. And because it has no commerce potential outside the gold tile, we don't ever need to worry about building things like libraries and so on. Although I already built a library, so forget about that. But I don't need to worry about, again, anything that's really economic focused. All right, Hope's Peak. Yeah, Hope's Peak becomes a much less good city as soon as the all of a sudden it's not a good city once the once the wheats doesn't have a farm on it. How far am I from taking the horses from Shaka? Probably not close, unfortunately. It's first ring for Nobamba, so it's going to be very difficult to take that tile away. Unlikely I'll be able to get that anytime soon. We're not, like right now, we're not going to be able to make much cultural headway over here. Just, we only have one city, and Shaka's cities kind of defensively reinforce one another. The place where we're going to make the most progress is Xi'an. That will be the first city to culture flip. I can call it right now. Camp Nowhere, Patty Cake, and Hope's Peak, once they get there, it's just they have to hit 60% culture, 750 cultures, plus 60%. Once they do that, we'll be able to get a lot of pressure there. And, Sullla maybe as well. It'll be one of those 2 cities at least. All right, Philistinia. You guys just chill here for right now. Shaka just spent a turn in Anarchy. Oh, I want my medic chariot to be... We've pretty much healed up the units down there. I want this to be... Patty... That's actually not a bad place to put it, because it's kind of in between some of these other locations. All right, so you guys need to now go here. We finish this here, so Jewish missionary will be done. Look at that. Look at that happiness headroom there. So we're just going to keep growing this city. Now I probably do need to start improving some of the non-grassland tiles. Oh, you know what we can do? We can cottage this tile too. This will be worth working. It's riverside. All right, I am reasonably well defended right now. I know famous last words and all that, but I actually think I'm in pretty decent shape. So I don't actually want to build Moai. I want you to build me a workboat. And then we'll overflow into Moai. So we'll just whip this in 14 turns. I'll work the sheep tile. Boy, this city's going to grow so fast. I'll grab the sheep tile. It's going to have plus 10 food per turn, and that's without a lighthouse. With the lighthouse, it would be plus 12 food per turn. That's actually more than you really need. We kind of want to get stagnation developed. I will probably get that settler out of Hope's Peak because the whip duration's almost worn off. So I think I'll get another settler out of Hope's Peak because it grows really fast once it has its farm back there. And I don't see another good place to get that. Now the other question is, do I want to go for this, or do I want to go Code of Laws? Because I do want to get courthouses up. Ragnar's really concerned about his workers. I think I'm okay to go to drama. And then go for maybe Code of Laws after that. I want to get that. I want to get more culture in play. So we want to found stagnation next. We'll see if there's anything worth settling down here. I don't know if it is. If there's no resources, there's no point in putting a city there. Not in a game where only Conquest is turned on. And we'll want to get a city here too, although at the moment that would give me another target to defend, so I'd rather not just this moment. Huh, wow, what a jerk. But if I don't agree to this, I have to agree to this, unfortunately. So he goes back to pleased, and it gives me 10 turns apiece with him. Really annoying. Big attack incoming at Philly. So there's not really a need for more economic stuff right now. So I think I can slip in I think I'll do the barracks right now here. Shaka finishes the Colossus. Big attack incoming at Philly. Where's Philly? I don't know where that is. I don't see a big on the banana. Oh, here? Okay. Yeah, there are units over here. We'll see. I should indeed shift a few units over just in case. It's a good suggestion. 2 swords, an axe. I guess that's not that bad, but I should be ready to move some units into position to defend that. So let's get an axe and a spear moved just in case. Like if he moves to this tile, I'll know. And let's get these catapults ready. Okay, so missionary. Unfortunately, we can't do the actual conversion until next turn. All right. Obviously, I'll have that conversion done by the time that chop arrives. All right. You get back in there. And let's get you over here too, just in case we need to move you in that direction. All right, now that you're back to this size, how many more turns? All right, let you grow for a turn or two, then well, as soon as that farm's done, I'll put you on settler duty. That's annoying that he took my money. Oh, you think they're escorting a worker? They probably are escorting the worker, but better safe than sorry, right? We just want to have units in position to cover in case these guys go to war with us. I would whip this library if I get the opportunity. I guess it's not too far away from being ready. Nope, you guys were right. It was Mao. He was indeed setting up for an attack. Oh, huh. Look, the religion spread on its own. Awesome. That's really good. That means now I can move this guy over to Hope's Peak. I'm not going to use the go-to order because he might end up stupidly moving next to an enemy unit. All right, so here they are. Getting ready to attack. Well, I'm glad that we No catapults, so we should be fine. But I'm glad that we were prepared. All right, so these can't get into the city. But these catapults can't get in this turn. Again, it would have been nice to have chopped out that jungle. But without catapults, there's very little he can do. I mean, he's attacking into a city with 40% defensive bonuses, and I also have the fortification bonus too. So that shock axe should tear them up pretty good. Now, the shock axe does not have the fortify bonus, but it will get the generic defensive bonus. Honestly, I'd much rather have him attack here at Camp Nowhere than like force an attack over here at Philistinia, which is, as you guys can see, not defended at all. Like there's no units over there at all. So let's see if Shaka is willing to talk, just out of curiosity. Okay, so Shaka signed peace. That's great news. Now we can shift units over. So yeah, it's right. So as Douglas said, I can attack to make Xi'an more likely to flip. The problem is Xi'an will not flip. You have to have, your culture has to be dominant in order for a flip to happen. So my culture must be over 50% or a flip will not happen. So we're not in that range yet. As I said, we need these cities to get up to 50%. They need to get up to the 60% culture mark. So we're not in that range yet. Not yet. But that's why I'm pushing towards theaters, because theaters will do a lot to give me more culture. Like, I can have Camp Nowhere. I would be running an artist specialist right now, because like these tiles are basically garbage. Most of them. I guess the cottages will be okay someday. But like, if I get a theater in here, it's +3 for the theater, and then the artist is another +4. So that's what? Doubles the culture up to 12 per turn. So instead of this being 78 turns, it's like 35 turns, something like that. And then obviously the other big thing is if I can get Sistine, because that would be +2 culture per specialist and the big bonus from all Jewish buildings. So that's what we're working towards. I probably will need to start Sistine somewhere soon. It'd be helpful if there was a place I could chop it, but I don't know if I have a place. I don't know if I have enough forests for that. It really would need marble. It's unfortunate I don't have it. I don't suppose any AI is going to be willing to trade me marble. But that's the wonder I most need. It might be worthwhile just to have the capital just like keep growing, mine all the hill tiles, and just work on that. I would need to get a forge first, though. And like there are still some forests down here. So that's probably what we end up doing. So like get drama, right? Pick that up. Backtrack from metal casting, get a forge. And then go for Sistine after that. And no one's willing to give up their marbles for me. It's true. Very sad, right? All right, so Golden Fleece working its 2 food tiles. These chops will finish the 2 chops will finish the granary. And then we rode over to the gold and mine it, and then we've got a great city, just like that. Poor Klondike, on the other hand, is still waiting for civil service, but civil service doesn't actually have a lot of benefit for me. Boy, look at this city, +10 food surplus. Now it's going to grow onto that horse tile. And then we're going to need to get a lighthouse, because otherwise these coastal tiles aren't very useful. But workboat first. All right, and I can also move this war chariot. I will keep this spear in here just for safety's sake. I guess I'll leave that right there for now. All right, so that's done. Let's put one more turn in, and then we swap the settler next turn here and get ready to whip that. That settler will come down here and finally found stagnation. Move the warrior in Klondike to Golden Fleece. And get a spear in Philistine. I do need a spear in Philistinia. We'll be able to shift some units here after this attack takes place. I'll be able to shift some units. I don't know if these units, I don't think these units are actually coming for Philistinia, but we'll see. So he did not attack, unfortunately. I was really hoping he would. Yeah, there's actually, you're right. These units are only 2 turns away, so I do need a spear there. Either that or a war elephant. Because they can hit that. All right, so let's set this up. We'll just have to whip this city again, which is a little unfortunate, but we'll whip the spear next turn. And then we'll overflow and finish the war elephant, and then that should do it. Okay, meanwhile for you, now that you've fixed these tiles, swap to settler, and then we'll get ready to work there. Oh, bureaucracy, that's right. Bureaucracy would be, so I actually kind of forgot that bureaucracy would be. Yeah, you're right. And bureaucracy would help us build Sistine as well. So we are going to want civil service. I forgot that we... Let's get drama first, though. But yeah, bureaucracy would be really helpful. I don't know why I forgot about bureaucracy civic. Too long since I played this game, I guess. Now here's a question. Could I just kill this stack here? It's axes with City Raider, so they're going to lose to me. I wish I had a spare catapult, but yeah, this stack loses to me and loses pretty badly. City Raider axes. I actually thought I would get better odds than that. Thought I'd get better odds than 79%, but this is still a golden opportunity to hit them and start clearing out some weak units. Alright, I mean, I'll certainly take that. That's only 68% odds, though. I don't know if that's good enough. That's only a 50-50. Yeah. You see what a difference promotions make, right? Yeah, I don't think those odds are good enough to keep attacking. Clearing out 1 unit was nice. I don't know about beyond that, though. All right. Now, if I could get a catapult, if I could have hit them with catapult for collateral damage, that would have been worthwhile. Let's move 1 here. Let's move this one over here towards Philistinia. Probably going to grab that tile next turn. So yeah, we'll get the spear and then overflow, as I said. So what's extra here? I've got a war chariot. That is not the unit I want. Yeah. So here the protection of the spear means I can't attack. This I could clean up, but then my war chariot would just die in return, and what's the point of that? So let's move this unit over here as well to be in position to help out. So Golden Fleece gets 1 shot. And oh boy, wow, that almost finished the granary. Cool. Well, next chop will just go into the library then. Sure helps having organized religion. And let's see. So there's no chariots in position to attack Camp Nowhere right now. So let's try to shift 1 of these spears down. I don't think it can get over to Philistinia in time, but maybe it can just hang out there permanently. Okay, so we're going to start the long-term project of getting ready for Sistines here. I'd actually rather work that cottage than this tile. So the way to do that is we want to start mining some of these tiles, in particular the grassland hill tiles. Although I'm going to road this tile first. Mines. Okay. So yeah, as long as Ragnar doesn't pile in here, which hopefully he won't do. I mean, he's had enough on his hands already for some time now. But at least we got out of the war with Shaka. That's pretty nice. And we've got war elephants now. We're in the process of building some. And Camp Nowhere's about ready to whip out more units too. So, yeah, so I think we're in reasonably good shape for the moment. Fighting off all these attacks is pretty amusing. How about Napoleon? Could you spare this for a good friend? Yeah, he's never going to. At least being pleased makes him less likely to attack. All right, here they go. Now they're attacking. That has little chance of succeeding. All right. Ooh, more chariots coming. Now they will probably stop to pillage on this turn. Probably. But we shouldn't count on that. So we will have a spear. One, two, oh, is that all I can have in this city? Because he could hit it with 2 chariots. Well, he's not going to capture the city with 2 chariots. I mean, I don't think so. It's not guaranteed, though. Yeah, I was a little slow to move units over here because he's just got so many units on this tile. I really should have more than 2 units available to defend. Well, maybe if I can kill one of the chariots there, that would take out one of the units that can attack. Then he could only attack with a chariot and an axe. Yeah, that's worthwhile to do, even though it does mean this unit will probably die. 2 chariots and an axe, yeah. That's worthwhile to do just to make sure that the city doesn't actually get captured. So we ended up losing that, but look, that chariot's out of the fight now. It's at 0.8 health. It did suck to lose the 8 XP chariot. It most certainly did. You know it would suck more? Losing Philistinia as a city. That would suck more. So yeah. Slightly kind of bad tactics here by me, not having these units positioned. It's just that I'm being threatened by more than once. Being threatened in multiple places can make it tough sometimes. Alright, so we reconnected the road. We're not quite able to whip the settler just yet. So we should probably clear out this tile, just because it's another one that has defensive terrain. We already saw Shaka attack from that tile earlier. So I could try to mop this up if I wanted to. I would lose the chariot for sure. Or the catapult for sure. Let's move this unit over here so it's in position to help out if needed over there. Yeah, I ended up with like extra units here where the AI is not attacking. So as I said, slightly kind of sloppy on my part. Okay. Let's not end our turn there. How about we end our turn here? Actually, no, he can't hit me on this tile. He could on that tile, but he can't hit me here. Then I can go 1, 2, 3, and hopefully convert next turn. Alright, so you need to build a cottage on this tile. Alright, let's hope that we don't get really unlucky. I shouldn't lose these battles, but you never know. The most likely outcome is they just stop for a turn to pillage. Oh. Yeah, so they just stop to pillage, fortunately. Well, that's annoying. Alright, so I think we get a war elephant next. Whip off these weak tiles. Look at that overflow with creative plus. Alright, so the good news is they did stop to pillage, which gives me the turn I need to get units over here. Alright, so the war elephant we can finish. There we go. If we're willing to do a little starvation diet. These workers will be ready to repair whatever gets pillaged. I mean, we're going to lose this cottage, unfortunately, but there's nothing to be done about that. Alright, so that group just backed off completely. The ones who are trying to attack there. Alright, this unit we can kill easily, though. Prime War Chariot bait. If I have a War Chariot in range. Which I don't think I do, because I think I shifted them all over here. Oh, well. Was it worth it to kill this? Deleted my worker, too. What a jerk. I should have covered it with... I could have covered it with the spear, though. I just didn't... I'm looking up here, and there's no roads or anything, so I'm not expecting a chariot to come flying out of the woods. But it did, unfortunately. Yeah, I actually don't have a war chariot in range to hit that unit, unfortunately. So we're going to have an axe, a spear, this catapult, which doesn't get defensive bonuses, unfortunately. This medic, but this is still a little weaker than I would have liked over here, especially for such an important city. The axe and the spear are the only ones that get defensive bonuses, which is kind of scary. Well, we can do that, at least. Clean up that unit. Because the war chariot doesn't get defensive bonuses anyway, so moving it doesn't remove like a fortification bonus. The war elephant should be able to kill anything that's trying to attack. Like the axe should be easily able to kill the swords that are attacking, especially with the 60% bonus. We should have enough units to be safe. And the spear will defend against the chariot, or the elephant will, one of them. So we should be okay. Again, famous last words, I know, but we should be okay. I do need a chariot somewhere though to kill this unit. What about Patty Cow? Let's two-pop whip something. I can't two-pop whip a war chariot, which is what I really want to do. Because I want to get the extra production. So if we can't whip that for two-pop, we could whip a catapult and then overflow. We could whip the catapult and overflow into probably either the war elephant or the... And you can come over here too. But I actually ended up not building enough. I kind of stopped building war chariots. I came up a little short. I was thinking that I was just going to build elephants instead. But the problem is that the chariots are actually much better against axes than elephants are because of that big bonus. All right. No XP spear. The best unit is spear with no experience points. Anyway. Okay, so we'll be able to get aesthetics in 2 turns. Actually, I'm going to move you back there just for safety's sake. This guy pillaging is going to be annoying though, because I don't have a unit available to smack him yet. I will shortly. I'm about to whip both Camp Nowhere and Patty Cow are going to get whipped shortly, but I don't have that unit available right this minute. Okay, so again, we're trying to pump up the capital here in preparation for bureaucracy. All right, let's hope we succeed on this 90% dice roll for Hope's Peak. Ah, no! It's 90% odds if you have 1 religion in the city, 10% odds to fail. Still, I'd rather lose the Jewish missionary than lose a combat unit. I'd rather lose that than lose a 90% combat here at Philistinia. So, could be worse. Alright, let's see how this battle goes at Philistinia. Oh no, they wasted another turn. Pillaging, okay. Cool. Gives us another turn to prepare. This is why the AI doesn't have the killer instinct it really needs, because it does stuff like this. Oh hey, look at this. You apparently have decided to set an axe off by itself. I'll take the 95% odds to get a unit to 10 XP for the heroic epic. That appears to have been a strategic mistake. So there we go. Now we have 11 XP and we can build heroic epic. Again, too bad we don't have... so we'll have Klondike start working. Oh, I don't have literature tech, so I can't get started on it. We can almost get this at 0% science. We'll get it at 10%. All right. So I'm not going to attack here. Oh, what's this? Ragnar? Is he actually going to attack Mao? No, they have the same... Oh, we better keep an eye on this. Oh, never mind. I think he's still covering that worker. It's like, I think he's still covering that. Okay. So Tipperary, we're not going to whip this because this is going to finish on its own. We're going to whip the theater. Actually, no. This city kind of sucks. It's worthwhile to... Well... I'll hold off for the moment. I'd like to get that whip counter going, but All right. Now, if they try to pillage more tiles, then we might try to hit these guys. What odds does my axe have against this guy anyway? He has no promotions, which is why he probably doesn't get very good odds. Nah, never mind. Oh, and that axe just moved back into Xi'an. Oh, look at this. We grabbed another tile. We grabbed this one, and that one's not far away. Oh, but we got a new attack. Oh, okay. We got a new attack incoming here at Camp Nowhere. All right. Oh. See, this is the cost of shifting units away. All right, we need another unit to deal with those chariots. The axes and swords will die to the axes. No, walls are not what would be needed here. What we need is another unit. This is a perfect opportunity to get out this war elephant. I'm just looking at what's attacking. So most of the attackers are, look, there's 3 axes and 3 swords. So our own axes will defend against that really well. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 5 axes, which are a proper defensive unit to use. So our axes will defend against that just fine. What we really need are there's 4 chariots and we only have 1 spear. So what we really need is another spear, or since we have it queued up already, the war elephant. So that should cover us. Again, barring really bad luck, that should cover us just fine at that city. Just because the walls would only take me from 40% defenses to 50%, which is not going to be that significant. So that's why I didn't do that. Okay, so now over here. Yeah, we'll whip this, and then the overflow we'll use for either a war elephant, or we'll use for... We could use it to finish the war elephant. That's probably what I'll do. Although I do want more war chariots as well, because I'm low on them right now. Alright, you guys. Let's get me a road over to this gold tile. No, I could be wrong. Don't get me... I mean, I could be wrong here, but I believe that what I really needed was just another unit. As opposed to... I felt that another unit was more useful in that situation, as opposed to having a slightly higher defensive bonus for each battle. Also, building a whole bunch of cats is still not a 100% guarantee of victory. Just be aware of that. Not quite as simple as that. All right, let's see if we can hold these 2 attacks. All right, here we go. So there's that elephant. Elephant, just like, chariot, please. Oh, look at that. Oh, I should have let Sid read the tech quote.
Art for the sake of the good and the beautiful. That is the faith that I am searching for.
Okay. So we're going for drama. We want to get theaters in play. All right, so there's the elephant. How much overflow did we get? Not a lot. All right. I'll put the overflow into that monastery, as I said I was going to work on. All right, so he turned and ran away again. Like, this is a little concerning when the AI keeps turning and retreating. All right, so we need to hit these units before they continue pillaging. All right. With the war elephant and with them having no defensive bonuses at all, we should be able to clean this up, I think. Only 78% odds, but I think I doubt I'm going to get anything better with any of the other units. So what is it? And then a chair. Yeah, okay. I'm not going to do better than this. I want to stop them from pillaging my cottages. And go elephants, go. So there's the Great General. Again, the question is, do I want a medic 3 or do I want to put another specialist in Klondike? I do need to promote the chariot to level 3. I also need the tech literature, which I do not have right now. So I also need that too. All right, so we've got a sword and a chariot. The problem is I really need like 2 axes here to kill these units. I'll look at this, and then there's maybe a Ragnar stack coming too. At least Napoleon's been my friend. At least Napoleon's been a friend. So yeah, it's just I have like a very wide front to defend, and that's why this game's been tricky, trying to defend many, many parts of the map at the same time. You think with all these attacks, Medic 3 would be helpful? Probably. So in that case, we should promote this. Where is my Great General, by the way? Over there. Apparently he's in Klondike again. Just a popular spot. Alright. I don't think anyone can kill you on that tile. So, like, as long as this stack is here, I can't really move a lot of units away from this city, unfortunately. And as much as I want to kill this sword, I don't know that I have the units in place to do that. I mean, I can attack with the axe, but I only have 70% odds. It's not very good, and that only kills the chariot. It doesn't kill the spear, or it doesn't kill the sword. So, I'm not sure I'm in position to stop them from pillaging that, unfortunately. I need some more axes over here. So yeah, we've got another war elephant finishing here. I think that that's probably the right call. And then I want to finish the war chariot. And then I want to get a war chariot after that. A lot of units running around right now. I'm still last in military power, although I've almost caught rival worst. These AIs sure build a lot of military, don't they? Mao, of course, refuses to talk. Urgh. Yeah. Game's going to have to be won through city flipping. Again, these are the hardest turns of the game. Like, as the game goes on, the AIs are just going to get weaker because my territory is going to keep growing and theirs is not. So the game is going to get easier as it goes on. Okay, so now we can whip this settler. So let's do that. Oh boy, lost all my cottages. That's a little sad. It's okay, it'll grow back though. Yeah, so I don't think I can attack there, unfortunately. So I need to get some more axes over there. Obviously maces would be a huge upgrade. So I've got one axe moving over there. Still a couple turns away. Engineering for faster road movement would be nice too. I can't move too many units away because there's still this big stack here. I have a catapult too. Now I don't want to move it here. It'll just die to that. So I'll just move it this way then. These workers are like getting prepared to getting ready to repair the damage at Philistinia. You can just chill there for right now. All right, so we're almost done with today's session because I have been streaming for a little while, but I'm still concerned about freaking Ragnar too. Like if he's coming over the border. Not on this turn. Any turn that the AI does not declare war is like a successful turn. So get out some war chariots right now. All right, but we're still making progress. Like we got another settler done here. Tipperary just popped its borders. Very nice. So they got the Dyes plantation. That's actually not as bad as pillaging the cottages because I can fix that very quickly. They're in the jungle. I'm certainly not going to try to do anything while they're in the jungle. But by the time they move back over here... Alright, let's do this. So we're going to need a name for our great general. Like, he takes over the name Gustavus Adolphus right now. Alright, so there's Medic 3. And now we want this morale. So now we've got 2 movement as well. Fortunately, our war elephant won that first fight. So it'll be able to heal. Oh, look at that. It can heal in 1 turn. Okay, that's pretty nice. Alright, I've got another war elephant over here. Chien has now finished walls. Oh, they're back again. Okay. I was like, here they are, back again. I really wish I could move into Camp Nowhere this turn. Should have known they'd be back. Same thing as before. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I should be fine here. I know. As I said before, famous last words. I don't see that attack succeeding. And you just are chilling here, but you'll be ready to move up to Camp Nowhere next turn. All right, let's get you working on this. Let's get you prepared to move back up here and fix this city. That War Elephant should be able to kill the sword if it moves out of the jungle. So what's our break even right now? 30%. 10 turns for drama. 3 turns at max rate. Again, bureaucracy, courthouses would really help a lot. We've got roughly equal odds for prophet, scientist, engineer. My fingers are crossed for engineer. That would be the best of these. Wants there to be a silver mine in that one tile fog? Yeah, maybe. What I really want, though, is a food resource. That would be the biggest thing I could get. By the way, Two Fish, Too Furious. I don't know. We haven't really been paying attention, but the city's been growing, like, at an amazing rate. And the Moai statues are already down to, like, 20 turns. Remember, this is epic speed, so, yeah. Next up, we're going to whip the lighthouse, because we need the ability to grow on the lighthouse tiles. But, yeah, it's pretty crazy. It's a pretty good city. Too Fast, Too Furious. Or Two Fish, Too Furious. All right, let's see if the attack comes in this turn. All right, 1 win down. These swords are probably most likely to get a good dice roll and kill one of my units. So far, so good. Again, if they actually had catapults, this would be much scarier. That I didn't take a single point of damage there. And now we have the spears to kill the chariots. I mean, unless they retreat, of course. Okay. Why was that the unit to defend again? This one axe is just like killing everything. Alright, well, that's not bad. I wish I hadn't lost the chariot, but that's not bad. We killed quite a few units that turn. Maybe someday I won't even be last in soldiers. I think Mao was first in soldiers because someone was at like 288 power last turn, and now rival best is 281. Alright, well, we can kill this unit without moving into enemy territory. Let's see what unit I want to get XP for. There's an axe at 4 out of... There's an axe at 4 HP. Oh, no, there's a spear at 4 out of 5. Let's take that spear. Okay. Alright, so we're almost ready to plant that city at stagnation. Now, would Mao be willing to talk because we just slaughtered his whole army? Oh, we got to kill these units first, but are they... What would be the odds to kill this? 89%? I'm willing to... Well, I don't know if that includes the river. No, see, it's actually only 70%. If he's willing to sign peace, though, I'm willing to sign. All right, bye. Get the heck out of my territory. You jerk. Get out of my territory. We just slaughtered another army of yours. All right, that's one fewer unit, one fewer threat we have to worry about. Now if Ragnar comes piling in, I'm not as concerned. I didn't think so. Oh, whoops. So he's stolen. We have enough on our hands right now, but I don't... But if he was planning on coming, he missed his opportunity for sure. So again, we killed like 10 units of Mao, and we only lost the catapult, who was, for unknown reasons, defending. Alright, so let's get you healed up. I think I want this guy to be shock promoted. Oh, you, the 1-star axe. Let's get you over to this city. Because the fact that we only had 1 axe over there was pretty concerning. I don't know if I'm going to what promotion I'm going to want here, so let's just heal up. With the Great General Medic, everything heals fast, thank goodness. get started working on that. Golden Fleece coming along real nice. So do I have like an excess warrior that's just standing around somewhere that I can use for a defender in Golden Fleece? Yeah, I've got an extra one here in Paddy Cow. Just do that, so. All right, so yeah, you guys need to come up here and help repair the damage at Philistinia, which is not terrible or anything, but it's not 0 either. By the way, is Shaka getting ready to attack again? All right, not right now. I was just thinking I probably want another elephant over in the Shaka realm. Let's shift this guy over by Shaka just in case, so I'm not caught off guard. Okay. So that looks pretty good. We managed to get back to peace. We've pushed back these attacks. Tipperary has still not been captured yet somehow. Somehow this city's still standing. The way that I'm going to set up this city is it's going to finish the library. And as soon as I finish drama, I'm going to one-pop whip the theater, which I can do because I'm creative and they're cheap. And then I will run an artist specialist. That will cause the city to stop growing until I get the workboat over here, but that's okay. Because with the artist plus the artist specialist plus the library, the city will be at like 10 culture per turn or something like that. And it'll start advancing its borders. It won't be able to do, like this city itself will not flip anything, but if I can get up to the 750 culture, I'll be able to gain control of this tile. And then once I put a city here, this city will be the one that starts flipping. So that's the goal. And of course, obviously I have to be strong enough to defend this. But Ragnar is fairly weak, so that's the goal. Boy, this city is no good without the farm on this tile, is it? Goes down to 1 food per turn. And we also need to get the corn reconnected because we're running into unhappiness here at the capital. All right, there we go. So yep, we're going to get drama, and then once we get drama... Oh, do I want the music? So I do want the great artist musician, or the free artist that music, but I'm going to pause, I think, to go... I want to get metal casting, I want to get Code of Laws, and I want to get Civil Service, and I think I'll go for music after that. If I lose the artist, it's not the end of the world. I would like to get it, don't get me wrong. Where I would use it, I would probably use it as a super specialist in Camp Nowhere right now, because this city is the one that's putting the most cultural pressure on the AIs. Unfortunately, Guangzhou hit the 40% culture amount. That's probably why I'm not flipping this tile, is because Guangzhou hit that amount. This tile's close to flipping, though. That would be nice. And then the next city we plant, after we plant stagnation, the next city goes here. Okay, so I've streamed this for over 3 hours. I think this is a good stopping point because we just got peace. So let's go ahead and save here. Oops. No, we need... Here we go. Kind of a natural stopping point until the next round of AI Wars. So it's still quite early in the game. It's only... We're less than 200 turns into a game that can go 750 turns. So I'm pretty happy with how things are going. And I'll be able to start ramping up the culture pretty soon. Drama is going to be big for that. And there's more stuff coming down the pipeline. Like liberalism's really big because free speech doubles your culture. So trust me, we're making progress. These are the hard turns. We had to not lose territory. Had to not lose territory while the AI attacks us. But with time, we'll be able to counterattack and attack the AI. So once again, thanks for watching. Hope your weekend's off to a good start. And I'll see you guys again soon. Have a good one. Take care. Bye, guys.